Time to play the game. It's all about the game and how you play it. All about control, and if you can take it, all about your debt. And if you can pay it, it's all about pay. And who's gonna make it? I am the game, you don't wanna play me. I am control, no way you can shake me. I am heavy debt, no way you can pay me. I am the pain, and I know you can't take me. Look over your shoulder, ready to run like a Cleveland bitch from a smoking gun. I am the game, and I make the rules. So move on out, you can die like a fool. Try to figure out what my move's gonna be. Come on over, sucker, why don't you ask me? Don't you forget there's a price you can pay. 'Cause I am the game and I want to play. Time to play the game. Time to play the game. It's all about the game and how you play it. It's all about control, and if you can take it, it's all about your debt. And if you can pay it, it's all about the pain. Who's gonna make it? I am the game. You don't wanna play me. I am control. There's no way you can shake me. I am your debt, and you know you can't pay me. I am your pain, and I know you can't take me. Play the game, you're gonna be the same. You're gonna change your name, you're gonna die in flames. Time to play the game. 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 You can pay it, it's all about pay. And who's gonna make it? I am the game, you don't wanna play me. I am control, no way you can shake me. I am heavy debt, no way you can pay me. I am the pain, and I know you can't take me. Look over your shoulder, ready to run like a Cleveland bitch from a smoking gun. I am the game, and I make the rules. So move on out, you can die like a fool. Try to figure out what my move's gonna be. Come on over, sucker, why don't you ask me? Don't you forget there's a price you can pay. 'Cause I am the game and I want to play. Time to play the game. Time to play the game. It's all about the game and how you play it. It's all about control, and if you can take it, it's all about your debt. And if you can pay it, it's all about the pain. Who's gonna make it? I am the game. You don't wanna play me. I am control. No way you can shake me. I am your debt, and you know you can't pay me. I am your
The game.
and I know you can't take me.
Time to play the game.
Oh man, I remember I used to not like that theme for Triple H. Time to play the game. I love it though. That's one of those. I'm at the gym. I actually listen to that. Anyway, what is up? What is going on? Welcome to the arcade on the 22nd day of April, the year 2023, the day that the Lord has given us. A great day because, well, hell, I woke up. So it's automatically a great day. So anyway, what's going down? What is up? What is good? What are we talking about here? We got a lot to talk about. We got a lot to go over. Man. Uh, a lot of the crew is actually not here. Because I guess other gate. Hell, I don't know. We're doing a late show today, simply because my kids were my son started little league today. Today was opening day, and man, it was long. We were out there for like 4 hours, and wasn't what I was looking for. But hey, they won their game 20-3. Beautiful W out there. They whooped some butt, and hey, that's all you can ask for. The kids go out there, they have fun, and do what they're gonna do. So what's going out there? Arcade land. We got some topics for you today, as we do each and every Saturday. They got some bad Xbox news and rumors are going on around here about they got bad, incorrect information going on with Hifi Rush. They got information out here about ghostwiretokyo, which we're gonna get into that. That's I can't believe that. My God, I cannot believe this whole ghostwiretokyo thing. Like, Jesus Christ, this is I mean, I can't even defend that, but I'm just curious, and I'm just wondering why. Like, why would a game in ghostwiretokyo run better on a PlayStation 5 than it would run on your Xbox Series X? And you own the company. That's a big deal, man. I mean, out of all the so-called L's that you want to give Xbox, or the L's that you want to say as far as the mismanagement of studios, the games getting pushed back, us Xbox, one of the things we used to always say was, if the game was playing better on PlayStation, one of the things we were quick to run to say, well, they had the marketing rights. That's why, that's why the game is running better on PlayStation as opposed to running on Xbox. Can't really say that with the Ghostwire Tokyo's case. We can't use that as a defense mechanism anymore. But again, that's one of the things we're going to talk about. We're also going to talk about Star Wars Jedi Survivor. It's a very, very large game. 100, and in some cases 140 gigs. Woo! My goodness, that's a lot. 140 some gigs, that's big. We're also going to talk about Joseph Staten join Netflix games. I don't know what that dude's tripping. Hey, look, maybe they gave him a bag. I don't think Microsoft is going to get outbid by Netflix when you're talking about as far as paying somebody, and as far as a sturdy company. Netflix is almost in the damn red. They're losing money, and Microsoft is is a $1 trillion company. So for this guy to leave, either they offered him a bag or there's something else going on behind the scene. We're also going to talk about the PlayStation hardware, PlayStation 5 hardware, on how, which once was everybody talking about how, oh, there's a chip shortage, which I never believed in, ever. I never believed there was a chip shortage, because through all the so-called chip shortage, you got phones, you got all of that stuff. And so when they're telling you that there's a chip shortage, I thought that was BS. Total BS. I didn't believe in that anyway. But now all of a sudden, they're telling you that the PlayStation 5 is now on par with PlayStation 4 as far as sales. So PlayStation fans out there, look forward to your system selling, I guess, 130 more million units. So that's what it's looking like for that. We're also going to talk about this game by Ubisoft, Defiant, and some people believe that it could be a Call of Duty competitor. I mean, hey, listen, it's coming from Ubisoft, so I don't know how well that's going to happen. Joining in is the Red Line himself, Ty, that man, 87. That 87 is how many L's the Eagles are going to take over the next 6 years. So what's good, Ty? How you doing, brother?
Pretty good, pretty good. You said 2:00, but I keep forgetting 2:00 your time and 1:00 my time.
I need to be putting Eastern time up there. I forget. Yeah, my son. It was opening day for my 10-year-old. For Little League, man. It was good. He had fun. We won 20-3, so that was good, man. Look, it was only the second inning. They had to do the mercy rule, but it being that it was opening day. They had a parade and then they feed you and then they do the national anthem and man, it was nice. It was nice. I had never been a part of opening day in that aspect. Usually we don't go to opening day because there's a parade and I don't want my kids in public at the parade because so many things can go wrong in New Haven, in a parade. It could be shooting or something like that. And it doesn't matter if I got 1 gun or 20 guns. I can't protect them from a bullet with a gun. So it doesn't matter. So we kind of stay away from the parade and we usually get there. Usually because their coach that they usually had, he never has his team play on opening day because he always wants to get more practice. And he's like, no, we ain't ready. So what we're going to talk about, Ty, is we're just talking to the audience. We're going to go over this Star Wars Jedi Survivor. We're going to go over this ghostwiretokyo running better on a PS5, which to me is it's awful. We're going to talk about Jason Staten joining Netflix.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold that one. I'm gonna hold off on that one, Rick.
Yeah, bro. I can't listen. I'm disappointed. We'll get to that. I'm disappointed. We're gonna talk about the PS5 hardware sales. We're gonna talk about this Defiant, which some people are saying is gonna be a Call of Duty competitor. Which, come on, it's Ubisoft.
Yeah, it'll be done in a couple months.
And then we're going to talk about that Horizon Forbidden West Burning Shores. PS5. Hey, listen, I didn't do my homework. I was supposed to play the game. I bought it. I didn't get a chance to play it because I took the kids to Six Flags last night. So I bought the game on like a Wednesday. Thursday, my son had practice. And my general contractor, handyman, whatever you want to call him, he had like a stroke or a seizure or something. So all the work at the house just stopped. And I started trying to finish some of the work myself. So, things are all everywhere around here, bro. We're also going to talk. Yeah, I heard Burning Shores didn't get that. It got a good Metacritic score, but it didn't get one of those 95s, 96s that, these Sony fanboys are used to. So they got to explain that to me. They out here dancing in the streets when, Xbox releases a game. Wasn't it Gears 5? Got a Metacritic score. What was Gears 5's Metacritic score? Do you know?
They got 83. 83 or 85. Something like that.
Yeah, I wonder let's look that up. Gears 5 Metacritic score. So Gears 5 Series X Metacritic score is at 83.
See, I know I was right. I know it was 83 or 85.
All right, so keep in mind that was an 83. Right? 83. Horizon Forbidden West Burning Shores is a 81. And these ponies are not bringing that same energy. They're not bringing the same energy. How you not going to bring the same energy? God forbid if Xbox puts an 81 anything out there.
Or 85. So you think an 85 Metacritic is bad?
No. Oh, I think it's fine. But I'm just saying, according to these ponies out here, 83 Metacritic, whatever the hell Aloy's getting right now, they should be 81. They should be. She's 81 right now. This DLC is 81. So people would tell you, now keep in mind, this is a PS5 only DLC. People will tell you that, hey, we're greatness over here. We're used to 90s and goldies and what does that mean when you get an 81 out of the gate? And let's not forget that Call of the Mountain was a
Hey.
pig with lipstick on it as well. Can we not
Hey.
forget about that? What's up, Agent Slugger, my man? Hey.
This man Ty Kid be out here putting his pony suspenders
Kid's
on.
up
He
in
be
here.
out. He be in here trying extra hard. I be seeing this man on Twitter.
Ty Kid,
Every slander towards PlayStation, he
man.
under there trying to correct somebody.
Yeah, he is. Yeah,
tell
he
them
is.
they wrong. And but as soon as something wrong with Xbox, you know this.
Yeah,
that
Ty
ain't
Kid,
right.
But Ty Kid the homie though, even though he a pony, he's a homie. Ty Kid said, didn't Horizon have more reviews compared to 4? What are you talking about?
PlayStation games always have more people to review it than Xbox. So you can't even use that as an argument. That's just how it is. They review the game more.
Yeah, he's right about that. Like it, it is what it is. It always, it. Hey man, look, it is what it is, brother. Yo, it is what it is. That's just how they do the box, man. I mean, I don't know why people be surprised by that. I mean, it's just Xbox has a bad reputation with gaming and in general everything with as far as, I mean, Eric, I'm gonna be with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. Me being a bot myself, some of these expectations are unrealistic. Like they think just because Xbox delays a game or takes time on a game that it's going to be, a 95 or a 97. That doesn't always mean that. It just means that they weren't ready to, release the game or the game is not ready. I don't know. Look, listen. But see, that's why I want people to keep that same energy. Because when Sony releases something, like, listen, like I said, you have your Call of the Mountains. You have your Burning Shores. They're not scoring 90 anything. And nobody says shit. It's like,
they ain't gonna say nothing.
They ain't gonna say nothing.
Because it's biased.
Like, yo, that to me is crazy. I think you need to keep the same energy. Like, yeah, yo, shout out to Legendary Villa. Here he goes. This English freaking Lennox Lewis ass brother come here talking that you just need to keep the same energy. And I'm glad Legendary, get your European black behind in here. So anyway, I think with the Burning Sands getting to 81, that 81's not a bad score, but according to the Pony Bible, you can't have a 84 or something like that. Like you guys need to have all goaties, but God forbid if Xbox were to release some DLC for Gears of War and it was an 81, oh my God, the Twitter fingers, all of that trash. That be, bro, you know how they get. You got that Uncle Tom Marlin out here right now talking about Sony is king and he capping for Burning Shores right now. I'll give him a little plug. Hell, I only got 17 views right now. So, Marlon out here, oh, you got to buy a PS5 now because this Burning Shores, this is the catch me out. Look at Sony. Look at the lighting. Look at this. Look at that. Look at this. And that's all that Uncle Tom slave master waiting table jabroni could say. He didn't say nothing about gameplay. The gameplay that I was watching his retarded behind play, he kept going the same damn circle on a robotic freaking pterodactyl. Same thing. So don't be sitting here telling me how great the game looks when you can't even play it. He can't even play the game. He's trying to circle the damn dinosaur one way. It's going the other way. Oh, look how this looks. Look how they look, trying to use photo mode or whatever. I get it. The game looks beautiful. There is not a person in this chat. There's not a person in my Discord, the Broadband Bully Discord, any of these Discords that would tell you that Horizon Forbidden West is an ugly game. Nobody will ever tell you that. Nobody would tell you that Horizon's an ugly game. They won't tell you. That's one of the most beautiful games I have ever seen. But it doesn't mean that it's the best game. You're playing this DLC talking about how good it looks, but you can't play it. It looks crazy when you were playing it. I don't know if he's just that bad of a gamer. Hey, some people are better cappers than gamers. I don't know what to tell you. There's a lot of people out there like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I see him. He's sitting here playing a game, acting like, oh, it looks good. It's the best looking game ever, but he's going around in a circle. In a damn circle, looking at the game. How is that playing a game? Like, bro, we get it. The game looks good. We talking about Marlon. Marlon's capping right now with about 250 views.
Yeah, bro. I swear to God,
Marlon. He capping. Listen,
Marlon Gaming?
Yeah, he capping.
He's that's why. Hey, Loki, you need to get on him. With his fake ass patois, you need to get on that nigga.
Yeah, like, bro, like he's sitting here he's sitting here tap dancing and waiting tables, talking about how good the game looks, and this game is sitting at an 81 in reviews and Metacritic. And I get it, everybody to each his own. But don't tell me that this is game of the year and because it looks good. Now,
what game is it?
The DLC for Horizon Forbidden West Burns. Yeah,
it's a DLC. You can't say it's a game of the year. Bro.
Badman, Loki. Shout out to Loki for coming through. Badman. Ty, Greatness is out here too, but he's muted. He's gonna get a headset.
My nigga Legendary's coming through as well.
Oh, I can't wait. Y'all the same person, so I already know what that is.
Let me just get their voice changed.
Yeah, Badman in the background, freaking flipping pancakes. See, you know what it is? You hear all that noise from Badman in the background because that's him getting his second mic ready because he's also Legendary too. See, he's got.
That's right. Listen, this is how you get this. How Nigerians make their money, cuz.
Yeah, I know what you guys do.
And you got to be multiple people at once.
Oh, shout out to Iron Mike coming through. Yeah, all I'm saying is this dude, hit the like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Shout out to Onyx, Ty Kid, Agent Slugger, Legendary. I'm not even gonna call him what I want to. Just get your butt in here. But anyway, and the brother, look, again, this is when capping goes wrong. So Marlon is sitting here, he's doing a stream that says Sony is king. Horizon Burning Shores PS5 review, 1440p. Buy a PS5 over a Xbox Series X now. Here's what I would say to this, Uncle Tom.
Oh, man.
This is why I say that, because, man, he will tap dance for Sony. That man will tell you how in the church he is, but if you say something bad about PlayStation, he start cursing you out. Yeah, so much for church, right? So anyway, this is the same game that Sony couldn't sell for 50 cents. It couldn't sell. You had to pack it in order for it to move a unit.
I see what we
Nobody wanted it. That's all I'm saying. Don't be sitting here capping. It's 81. Like a DLC is going to persuade people to buy a PlayStation. They're up 400%. More people bought PlayStation for Hogwarts. Better than this game. So don't say nothing stupid like that. Talk about, you gotta buy a PlayStation instead of Series X because of this Horizon game. And I understand why he's capping. Because Sony gave him a free copy and they let him review it on a Tuesday. See, they gave this coon an extra day, and so now he's got to get on his knees for it. You see what I'm saying? So,
Jesus.
That's what he's doing out here. He's tap dancing, he's on his knees, they hurt, and he can't feel his jaw right now. That's that dude's problem.
He ain't lying.
Yeah,
on Saturday day, Jesus Christ.
Yes, I ain't.
He ain't lying, bro.
Yo, but see, this is
bro. If you yell you ain't biased, and then you turn around and start saying biased stuff, that's you,
bro. You can't listen.
He was jacking Xbox last year with Marlon, bro.
Yes, Onyx, 100%. Marlon got a review code for the game, and now he is a Sony prostitute, and he is doing his best to bring back his pimp Scratch. And the pimp is very happy with what his Scratch. Because check this out. Because here's what I want to say. And again, I cannot emphasize this more. Horizon Forbidden West is I called it my game of the year for last year.
Love that game.
I love that game. I platinumed the game. I did. But nobody cared. Nobody wanted that game. Elden Ring.
You know what?
Listen, Elden Ring was out 2 days and sold more copies in 3 days than that game did for the whole month. Nobody cared that it was on 2 systems. And nobody cared.
Quite unfortunate, to be fair.
Nobody
It's the same thing that happened with the
cared.
first title.
Nobody,
Zelda.
because she ran into Zelda. I get it for Aloy, but she's out here kissing girls, so hey, whatever. So anyway, it scored higher than Halo. Yeah, that's fine. Listen, we're not Thai Kid. I hear what you're saying, but you cannot compare a game that is day and date on a subscription service to a game that you have to go over the counter or bend over the counter and pay for. You can't. There's 2 different things there, brother. I hear what you're saying, but all I'm saying is I'm getting on Marlon. I'm getting on Marlon's cooning ass right now because he's telling me and he's telling the people and he's telling his 200 plus viewers right now that Horizon Forbidden West DLC, the DLC, not the game that was a 90 something or 89, the damn DLC he's saying is a reason to buy a PlayStation over an Xbox, which is wrong. Because they had to pack the game in for the game to even move units. And guess what? It still didn't chart on the MPD. Minecraft was charting higher than that game. And everybody played Minecraft 6 years ago.
An argument could be made, though, that there isn't really anything on the Xbox system to play right now.
That's cool. We'll get to that in a minute. Don't worry. We'll get to that. We gonna get to that. All I'm saying is we got this dude around here dancing, saying that
Ricky is heated. Jesus.
But I'm saying I'm heated because I'll tell you why I'm heated. Because this is the same guy that goes around here telling you that he's not biased and he's proud to be black. And he set us back 10 years with this stream. You just say this, dude. Yeah, Rick, no.
Where Levon at, bro?
Nah, the Levon. he's in Marlon's
we
chat.
We need a moderator, bro.
Yeah. He's in Marlon's chat. I can do both. I can do 2 things at once. That's why I got 3 kids. So anyway, that's all I'm saying is you can't tell me that a piece of DLC is gonna sell a system. Damn, bro. Like, have some pride in yourself. Like, come on, man. You gotta stop that nonsense. Like, I get it. Listen, I get it. Xbox is having a tough freaking month, bro. We done took 2 uppercuts, a haymaker, and it's only the 3rd round, and they're talking about we're losing the fight. I get it. You know, it's 3rd round, and we've been knocked down twice. I get it.
It's a tough year. Well, I mean, it's a tough year, bro.
We're getting smoked right now. Beginning of the year, we come out with Hifi Rush, and what happened? They did a replay. They tried to say it wasn't a catch. That Hifi Rush was failing. Which Aaron Greenberg, now listen, I trust him as much as I trust the pastor down the street, but Aaron Greenberg is saying, hey, we are more than happy with Hifi Rush because Jeff Scrub, who only had one thing right in his whole life. First of all, let me get on Jeff Grubb now. You know what? I'll give Marlon a pass. I'll stall him out. Let's get on Jeff Grubb now. Jeff Scrub the Grub. This dude is sitting here tweeting that Microsoft said they're not happy with Hifi Rush sales and it didn't make enough money. Okay. Oh, man. First of all, Hifi Rush was a shadow drop game, you dumbass bearded hippie. It was a shadow dropped game. They didn't spend any money on marketing. A shadow drop game that is in a subscription service called Game Pass. What on God's green earth did you expect the game to sell when you're talking sale? A sale, a purchase that doesn't even have a physical game for it. What do you mean it didn't sell or make as much money? It's in a subscription service. What is he talking about? He's making stuff up. Yo, that doesn't make any sense. That here you're telling people that, oh, Hifi Rush didn't do well. Microsoft said they wish they would have made more money. First of all, since when the hell does Microsoft, who is the parent company of Xbox, decide what makes good money in subscription service as well? What, did you expect to gain 10 million Game Pass subs because of this game? Like, if you are thinking that Hifi Rush, that's what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying, Badman? So where does Jeff Grubb come off, unless that's his sock account, saying that it didn't make enough money? How could you say that when it's in a subscription service?
But I think he reiterates. I mean, like if you see the whole clip, like he does say something about money, which is hard in their business models. pushes or trains consumers to subscribe to Game Pass instead of purchasing games. However, he also doesn't know how Microsoft measures success.
Okay, so why the fuck is he commenting on it then?
This is my point, right? So he almost makes a rhetorical question where he says, "Oh, it didn't make money, but hold on a minute, Microsoft don't really sell games because they put them in their subscription service."
Yes.
So what you want to be asking is, did it have the engagement numbers? And the answer is yes, it did have high engagement numbers.
It was 2 million. Remember that. It had more engagement numbers than Forspoken had. More players than Forspoken had. I get it. Forspoken is a $70 game that was on PC and PlayStation exclusively for a year at least. And Forspoken had to be bought.
Forspoken came out at the same time. They're two different kind of games, but that's why we're comparing them if anyone else is trying to get on Ricky for this. Continue.
Yeah, shout out to Isaiah who's in the chat. Brother Ricky speaks, we listen. Yes, I'm here. Hey. I got a church robe on right now.
Hey, Ricky, I got something to tell you.
What's that, brother?
Oh, shit.
Derrick Henry going to the Eagles. We about to whoop your ass this year.
Oh, no, you can have that, has-been. That's Ezekiel Elliott 2.0. Hats off to you. He going to break his leg getting out of bed. I don't care nothing about Derrick Henry. You mean Derrick has-been Henry? Get out of here, man. Derrick Henry. Man, you make it seem like y'all niggas sound Bo Jackson in his prime. Get out of here. Anyway.
We got him, too.
Oh, please. Anyway, so Jeff Grubb just saying something to shoot his... Look, first of all, Jeff Grubb, if you're listening, which you're probably... I forgot Isaiah's an Eagle fan too. Jesus Christ, I'm surrounded by birds. So anyway, Jeff Grubb, I know you're not listening. I got a small channel, brother. Let me tell you something. Stick to your Nintendo news, okay? Don't come over here with Xbox, or shall I say, high-performance consoles. Stay out of here. Go play your little freaking 24 frame Zelda and you put your news out on that. Don't come over here to this Microsoft stuff talking about something. Oh, it
might win Game of the Year.
Yeah, Zelda. Yeah, exactly. Listen, no Zelda slander here, nigga.
No, we're not slandering Zelda, but Jeff Grubb only gets Nintendo stuff right. He got one thing right with Kojima making an Xbox game that we're not going to see for 10 years. So who cares? Like, bro, don't be... This is why garbage like this spreads across the gaming community and Xbox is always digging himself out of a hole because of dumb shit like that. When people say stuff like that, when they have no substance behind it, he's just shooting his mouth off. Jeff Grubb, the closest Jeff Grubb has to being a Microsoft insider is paying $238 to buy a share of the damn company. That's it.
Hey, listen, he's been pretty credible. I mean, like, he's put out with
He has not been pretty credible. If you want...
Hold on, let me finish, bro. Calm down. Take a breath. Breathe. You know what I mean? Take your blood pressure. Look, I'm saying, in terms of, like, the shows that are coming up and who's either what's going to be in the shows or the order of which, he's normally pretty spot on with those. I'll give him that, like, in terms of, like, the E3 showcases that are coming out. Like, he's put out a list of stuff.
Yeah, I get that, Batman, but you can flirt with the fat secretary and she can give you that information. That's not world-breaking news. That's nothing.
Nigga, what? How many secretaries you got to flirt with to get that information?
No, man,
in the digital age where all his information coming from tweets and freaking emails. Ain't no secretaries, bro. Stop
it. Well, the one who gives the information for the tweets, I guarantee you she's overweight.
He's pretty good information. He's not 100%.
Oh my! No, he's not. But nobody's 100%. The guy that was 100%, they freaking banned him. He's got to hide now. Oh, so all right. We go. Onyx, you a Bengals fan? All right, my man. As long as you stay out of NFC, we good. So, Ty Kid says, so 2 million. Who beat it? With 20 plus, I guess he's trying to say 20 plus million Game Pass stuff. That'd be 30 million, brother. 450K sold on Steam. Come on, what are we doing? Well, I tell you what, I beat the game. And at first, I was coming on this show 2 Saturdays in a row, killing that Hifi Rush. I was telling everybody it was trash. And guess what? I ended up liking it. I ended up playing it. So, hey, sometimes you just got to dig in and play it. I tell you what, ain't nobody playing that Horizon Forbidden West DLC, because if I'm not mistaken, I believe Onyx said you got to beat the game in order to play it.
Yeah,
and how many people beat the game? It's all about the game and how you play it. And nobody played it. They packed it in with the PlayStation. They still didn't play it. They didn't want it. They didn't want the game.
You platinumed it, Rick.
I wanted the game because I liked the first game. I platinumed the first one. So yeah, I played in the second one.
So who's nobody then? You a nobody?
I'm the one, not the million. Isn't that how that goes? I'm the one. That's it. Everybody's not the Rick. Everybody's not going to appreciate a game that looks that good and has RPG elements in it. That's why I love the game. Different ways to fight, melee, distance. You set traps. It's a hell of a game. But don't tell me that the DLC is going to sell PS5s when people just buy PS5s just because it says Sony on it. Please.
Who told you that?
Yeah, well, the guy at the store. He's the guy that told me
that.
Said
the DLC was going to sell the game?
Oh, that's what Marlon was saying. We killing that coon. Yeah, that's what Marlon was saying. Oh, this is going to sell us PlayStation. No, it's not. It's not going to sell. You know what sells PlayStations? You want to know? Your God of Wars don't sell PlayStations. Your Spider-Mans, they sell PlayStations. Your Horizons don't sell PlayStations. Your Call of Duty sell PlayStations. Your Fortnites sell PlayStations. Not those games. Look, we got to stop getting it twisted here. And Legendary, I'm so glad you're in the chat because you won't come in here because you're disguised as Batman right now. But we all know those PlayStation buyers.
Ricky.
We all know you PlayStation buyers have the lowest engagement rate in history. Everybody that buys a PlayStation plays 2K and all those other third-party games more than they actually play the Sony first-party games. Because if it wasn't true, you'd be selling 40 to 50 million. You guys can't seem to get over that 20 million hump. You can't. Oh, you know how you guys get over that 20 million hump? You remaster it. When that doesn't work, you remake it. So don't come telling me that you got a high engagement rate. I don't want to hear it. You know, you guys have been, and it's funny because, you know, Legendary, we're going to talk about you a little bit because you are part of this panel. So let's talk about you. You're telling me Sony had a record month and you're telling me that PlayStation is doomed. First of all, I never said PlayStation was doomed. I said PlayStation's way of doing business is not for the future. If you think that you can rely on selling $70 games that cost $300 million to make, good luck to you. Apparently, you guys know more about economics than I could ever in my whole entire life. So I don't know how that works. I don't know how you spend $300 million on something, you sell it for $70, you sell 15 million copies, and even all of those aren't at the $70 price tag because the prices go down after a while. Ain't nobody in this MF or Nintendo where you can sell a game for $60 for 10 years and people still buy it. Nobody has that kind of power but Nintendo. But if you think that that's going to keep the company afloat, hey, by all means, keep doing what you're doing. Here's what I know. A $1 trillion company, $2 trillion company believes that subscription services, oh, by the way, they have one of the largest subscription services in the world, Office 365. So you think they would know a little bit of something about subscription services and that's how you keep the lights on. People would know that. But no, people think that, you know, Microsoft going to a subscription service, they're going to lose money and this and that. Since when in the hell did a $2 trillion company do things that would make them lose money? Like, I don't understand why people become a goddamn freaking stock market executive all of a sudden by just reading Twitter. Like, y'all be tripping with this, man. Like, yeah, I don't understand that. Oh, they ain't going to make no money in Game Pass. King Trash.
Let me just quickly change this voice for a minute.
Rich people do that all the time, you know, show losses and stuff. You know, people that got money do that.
Yeah, rich people. This is a rich corporation.
Uses Xbox as their loss, you know, as their loss.
No shit, but they make their money off of another subscription service called 365. Oh God, he's here. Introducing, folks, the biggest black European capper in the world, the legendary pony villain. You may now speak.
Yo, what is up? No, I will first address this. The panel is very, 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 very disappointing. They weren't disappointed until you came in
yelling. Here. What you want us to do if Rick is yelling for the last 20 minutes? What you want us to do, Legendary?
You're allowing this guy to just talk this reckless?
He ain't lying about half the stuff he talking about.
My nigga
I mean, he said nobody play Horizon and 30% beat it, but I just let him rock, because he doing this thing.
Shout out the Mac. Man, listen, ain't no okay.
He's wrong on that. But
all right,
it's okay.
listen. All right, so Ty Kid 86 says, so why did they stop paying $40K so you can upload to Twitter?
Because they don't care about y'all. I don't understand how much times you got to tell us. They don't care about us.
Listen, I never look. We'll get to that. Right now.
No, hold on. Ricky, let me answer that. Listen, why is Microsoft going to support Twitter, right, when all these niggas do is take low-res images and post that stuff to Twitter to bash Xbox? There's no point in them paying $42K a month. That is bullshit.
You know what? Batman makes a good point. A lot of the Microsoft banter that goes out there is born from they're both talking at the same time. My God, they are different people.
Wait. So your excuse for Microsoft not supporting Twitter was because of their game banter on Twitter.
Banter. No, it's not banter. It's just bad PR, isn't it?
Or as you British guys would say, rubbish.
They need to make
That's what it is.
They need to make their uploads better.
Rubbish.
Yo, these guys.
If you're gonna speak the Queen's English, speak it right.
Oh my. Yo, what? Yo. Jesus Christ! I am so confused right now.
Having a convulsion right now.
Listen to this guy. He's confused. Well, I'm confused too because you're 4 hours ahead of me and you drive on the wrong side of the road. So yes, I am the one confused here. But you may carry.
Go on, Legendary. What's your counter argument?
Do you know what type of news you had this week, and you have the audacity to talk this reckless?
Well, this is the first topic.
Who are you talking to?
This is the first topic.
I don't even know what topic we on right now.
We
talk
first of all,
we did Horizon.
Well, if you guys would come to work on time, I started out the show by saying Xbox has had a rough week. They took 2 uppercuts, and they got
a rough year, man.
Yeah, they had a rough week.
You talked about Horizon DLC and Marlon for like 20 minutes.
I talked to Marlon because Marlon's show was saying that Sony is king. Buy a PS5 because of DLC that's rated at 81 on Metacritic. I mean, wait. What are we doing here? What are we doing here?
Wait, 81 Metacritic is bad now for a DLC?
Oh, well, yeah. Well, why not? If Xbox had hold on, Legendary, don't you dare. And I'm not going, you're going to get, you about to get your legs broke on this. So, whoa.
Why can't we just talk about this one game?
Well, because Legendary's coming in here after he had his cup of tea and he's ready to cap. But he probably came from the gym. It's kind of late.
Ricky, you're about to fall into my trap. Go ahead.
I'm not falling your trap. I'm telling you right now that you don't keep the same energy, Legendary, because if Xbox had a DLC come out rated at 81, this is the first thing you would have said. Hey, Ricky, this is terrible. $2 trillion company. There's no way that they can have an 81. That's what you would have said.
No, Ricky, is Forza Horizon a good game? Yes or no?
No, it's a great game.
Okay, so what did the DLC get for Metacritic?
I beg to differ.
What?
I don't know.
No.
Hey, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait, hold on.
You don't know.
Black guys don't. Wait, whoa. Let me finish.
He's about to make a non sequitur.
Black guys don't race cars unless we're stealing them. What are you talking about here?
It's non sequitur.
Yo, the Metacritic for the DLC is 82. What are we talking about?
And it's still better than Horizon. So what are we talking about?
Yeah, but it's still a great game. So what are you talking about?
Okay, well, it's not that same. Okay, whoa, Loki. See, this is what happened when you punch somebody over the shoulder. When that Horizon DLC came out, the ponies was talking about, it's only an 82. It's
you gotta name these people. I didn't even know what the Metacritic was until you said it.
I didn't either, but
I
now
bought the game because I want to play it.
Now that the Legendary / Badman mentioned it, I kind of remember that what it is.
Yo, the reason why, because it was about the cap, and I already knew what the DLC Metacritic was because I researched this shit. But this guy just calls cap. After work, every single damn day.
You only count for one person.
No. Ricky.
So you can't say what he's saying is a lie because you count for one person.
Do you know what the Metacritic was?
And you know PlayStation people always say 80 something bad, 80 something bad. Sony make 90s. You know they say that. I'm not saying you. Hold on.
Let him finish.
We're not talking about y'all, but we saying in general, most of them ponies say We make nothing but 90s. We make nothing but bangers. That's what they say.
Yes.
We didn't say you. You got to go with majority over some. Majority say y'all make bangers. 90s, 90 and better.
No. That's not what they call it, Ty. They call them goaties. Goaties is what they call them. Goaties.
That's an absolute lie. Absolute lie.
It's a lie.
Hold on now. That's an absolute lie.
Straw man.
That's Oh, yeah, stop trying to exaggerate.
We loved Horizon last year. That wasn't like an 88, I think, or
89.
Like that.
89.
Right. It was an 89. That was still a great game. It was a game of the year contender. It doesn't have to be 90 plus to be a game of the year.
See, y'all keep saying y'all.
Yeah, they do.
Y'all.
They
You keep
speak-
that's the
y'all.
thing. Y'all say y'all. Majority of them say y'all make nothing but bangers. Game of the year, winners and contenders. I'm just saying. That's what they yell. 90 better. 90 plus better. That's what they yell.
I heard different.
First of all, Horizon is a banger. Secondly, it was Game of the Year nomination. Thirdly, it's an absolute great game. So I don't know what we're talking about here.
I can disagree with that, but I don't like that game.
Did you play High
You may not like it.
I don't like it. I said that.
Visually impressive game this generation so far.
And you know the funny thing is, right? That
there's nothing visually higher than Horizon Forbidden West.
Yeah, Forbidden West is a beautiful. The only game that I think that looks to me that I've played the last 2 years.
Not even on it.
The last 2 years that I've played, the best looking games to me have been Horizon Forbidden West and Death Stranding Director's Cut. Those have been the best looking games that I've played. The last
same engine makes sense.
Both on the
same engine
both on
makes
the same
sense.
decibel engine. Yep.
Yeah, it's a beautiful games. Beautiful games. So hey, you know, yes sir.
Greatness.
Greatness. No. Greatness is on the panel. He has his mic muted.
No,
Sony is not greatness. Sony is what we call fraudulent.
Sony is what?
Sony is king.
Okay.
Oh my God, Sony is king. I know a PC guy that said
you need to go on. You need to go over there with
Marlon.
Marlon is yelling that shit.
Yeah, you know what? You and Marlon need to go over there with Josita and Jim Ryan and wait tables over there at the EU. That's what you guys need to do.
This is not even a debate. What he's saying though, that's the crazy thing.
Like, what we doing here?
Really?
Yeah.
Sony's king. So hold on. There are a lot of false kings out there. Let me correct you, my friend. If there is a king in gaming, it belongs to a fat plumber who wears blue overalls, not fucking Sony. So let's get that right before you start talking this.
My response to that, right, is that it's very simple. Xbox guys, the only time you guys have an argument is when you try to include another person into the loop, another company, Nintendo. You don't own Nintendo.
Nobody said that. Whoa,
I own no company.
Nobody, I don't own anything. You know what I own? The house that I live in. Listen, let me tell you something. Whoa. First of all, no. You and Marlon, two black guys that speak Queen's English. You guys are the ones that are saying Sony is king, and I'm telling you that Nintendo is the real video game king. That's all I'm saying. It's not Sony.
They sell their games and they consoles for more, and they make more.
Watch me explain this.
They make more money.
We're talking about the high.
They might make more as far as revenue, but Nintendo makes more profit.
Ricky, we're talking about the high console market.
Oh God, here we go. The fake market. Here we go.
Sony has 80%.
Oh my God, my God.
Sony.
Hey, my man say.
He said high-end market.
I pivot to Nintendo and laugh at Legendary. Like that's a handheld fucking game for the most part.
Oh my God, y'all ass wilding, boy.
Come on, man.
Y'all wilding.
Can you play Horizon on Nintendo? Can you play fucking Redfall on Switch? Come on, man. You know what we're talking about.
Oh my God.
What are we talking about? We've gone way off topic.
Shout out to Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. What's good, brother? Glad you came. Hit the like button, subscribe, please. Some of these pony. Now Loki claims he's not a pony, but man, he short as hell sound like
Loki. Y'all. It's y'all that I argue against more than the actual console.
I'm glad Legendary's here because Parker's not here. We need somebody to cap.
No,
we're not getting much from Xbox.
Now, Parker's disingenuous piece of shit.
Yeah, we're not getting games from Xbox. We're not getting nothing from Xbox. But guess what?
Oh man! Hey, guess what? Legendary. Every time you turn on your computer, every time you boot up your gaming PC, You can thank Microsoft for that.
Oh, now we're talking about
You're
operating
welcome.
systems. Oh my, you guys are so pathetic.
You're welcome.
Game Pass,
You're welcome.
ecosystems, operating systems, apart from anything except games.
You know, well,
So-
really, it seems to me that your company that you support and you put on a high pedestal is crying over one particular damn game.
You support them too, Rick.
Look,
You support
I
That's their
support
business, though. That's their
everything.
business, though.
At this
That's their
point,
business, though. But you can't bring in Microsoft's Windows business when we're talking about gaming.
fine.
It's kind of disingenuous.
Fine. Talk about the games. Talk about your 30 FPS.
Yeah,
talk
let's-
about how you
30 FPS. Oh
talk
my
about how you
God.
guys clowned Horizon when it was announced for 30 FPS. You went on about it for a year, and now Redfall is 30 FPS on the world's most powerful console, and you're getting
Yes,
dog
and now.
walked. You're getting
Yes,
dog
and now,
walked.
yeah, we
Listen, Al, that was last.
Oh,
Hey,
you're
if you
getting
came to
dog
work last week,
walked.
we had a whole
I'm
show on that.
I'm gonna finish this.
Hey, Ricky, let's use his own argument against him. Go find Ricky Brown saying that.
Oh,
Please.
I have it. I'll post it.
No, you
in
don't
this
post
week.
it. Where?
Go post
Where?
it.
Oh man, he done made a sock account with my name on it. This brother here. Oh my God. Well, anyway, since Levon's not here,
let's get through the rundown.
Yes,
Yeah,
let's go with the NPD for March. Let's do this. Let's show this on the screen and see what we have here.
Easy work.
All right, what do we have here? Wait, hold on. What
It's
do we
easy
have
work.
here?
Sony being king as usual.
Oh, well, if you say so. Not my king.
Oh, well, that is a fact.
If you say so. So, what we have here on the screen, folks, we have the top 10 games for March 2023 NPD. And as you can see, the top game was Resident Evil 4 Remake, followed by no surprise here, Hogwarts Legacy, which is probably going to end up being number one again next month. Number 3, the game that people said Game Pass would kill, MLB The Show 23. Number 4, a Microsoft company, Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2. Number 5, a game that can't even play right on a PC, The Last of Us Part 1. Number 6, FIFA 23, the most popular sports game in the world. Number 7, personal favorite of mine, WWE 2K23. Number 8, Elden Ring, which still
12 months still there.
Yeah, exactly.
Crazy.
Still there. Number 9, Madden, NFL 23, which is a big surprise in March when the NFL season's over, football season is done. Super Bowl came already. And number 10, the plumber himself with his little cart coming in at Mario
That's crazy.
Kart
That
8
game
Deluxe.
sells much charting.
It
That's
is.
crazy. That game. What's the sales in that?
Yeah, what's the sales? What's the sales?
It has
Mario
to be-
Kart 8.
I would say about 50 million.
45.
It's got to
Well,
be.
yeah.
It's got to be something stupid. It's got to be something
I mean,
stupidly hard like that.
Ricky, I know you're missing something.
Yeah, I know what I'm missing too. I don't see any Sony first party games in here.
Oh, really? What's
You do
number 5?
see it.
What's number
You see
5?
two
The
of
last
them.
one. We just said The Last of Us.
No,
What are you
that-
talking
no,
about?
no, that's on PC. That's on
MLB is
PC.
also a first person. Is a first party game.
it's a
too.
multi-plat. That's also on the Xbox.
Oh, Ricky, why
So
you're
what? It's still first party. They make that
Wait,
game.
why you're not
I don't see
Call of
any
Duty-
Sony exclusives up there. How about that?
Oh, so I don't see any Microsoft exclusives on there. How about that?
Oh we're about giving 150 more million players Call of Duty. What are you talking about? We're not trying to
What
lock down.
players?
We're not trying to lock down consoles here,
Oh,
and we want everybody to play Call of
You
Duty.
can't.
oh, stop
They
it.
could.
Stop
They
it.
would.
We want
Y'all ain't
everybody.
finna win
we
this
want-
argument
we-
with this man.
Yeah, we want everybody to enjoy Call of Duty, and that's why we're putting it on these freaking wannabe subscription services.
Same with Redfall.
That's-
Enjoy
Wait,
it
legendary.
anyway.
Legendary.
What's up?
PC,
Exclusives isn't our business model because you can't use that.
Yes.
Really?
Okay. I tell you what, let's use the exclusive model. Now, as you can see, is the number 1 game of March exclusive? No. Is the number 2 game of March exclusive? No. Is the number 3 game exclusive? No. Is the number 4 game exclusive?
No.
No.
Is the number 5 game exclusive?
Yes.
No.
Stay with me,
It's
guys.
not. It's on
Yes,
PC.
it is.
It's on
not,
PC.
It's not on Xbox.
Now,
Oh my. Okay.
No, you can't
It's
say
on
that.
PC. You can't say that.
only
It's
they've
on
been saying because if
PC.
it's on
Yes.
PC, it's not exclusive.
Yes.
That's disingenuous, brother.
Okay, so let's go on. We're 5 for 5. Hold on. No. You asked for it. You asked for it. So is FIFA 23 exclusive? Yes or no? No. Is WWE 2K23 exclusive? No. Is Elden Ring exclusive? No. Is Madden 23 exclusive? No. Now, think about this. There is one exclusive game on this list, and it belongs to the real video game king. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. That game is old enough to vote, and it's still charting. Make that make sense. You wish. Let me finish. You wish. You wish.
You have no shame.
We get to the
let me tell you something. Hold on. I'm not done. The Rick's just getting started. Let me tell you something. Sony wish God of War was on this list. Sony wish Horizon Forbidden West was on this list. Sony
talking like he's still in the WWF.
Wish. Sony wish that Days Gone was on this list.
See why nobody
Sony wish that Forspoken was on this list.
You are not Martin Luther King. Stop yelling. And guess what? We know Sony's king when you start capping for Nintendo.
Shout out to Sorry, I'm Truthful. Shout out to Jim Ryan's 3-inch
Ricky.
PP. He says Redfall ain't even out yet. Play it before you got it. Oh man, yo, Mac! Shout out to Mac City. Hey, listen, hold on. So shout out to Mac City, right?
That's been in bundles for years now.
Mac brought up a good point.
Those bundles.
Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. Here's where something doesn't make sense to me. You know how God of War Ragnarok is a pack-in game for the PlayStation 5 now?
Oh, bundles, right?
Yeah, so even at a 400% increase, Ragnarok still didn't chart. Make that make sense.
Huh? Okay, Ricky.
Well, it's been a while since it's been out now.
No, Ricky.
Without some new DLC.
No, Ricky's talking about a game that came out in November.
So actually, Elden Ring is a lot older, and that's still up there.
Yeah, because it's on.
Because it's got new DLC coming. It's got new DLC coming, bro.
Yeah. It's on all platforms. And guess what? The fact that you have God of
Mario Kart. Hey, you listen. Legendary, there ain't a goddamn thing you can say when Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is up here and God of War Ragnarok. I don't want to hear shit. You need to sit your ass down. I don't want to hear nothing. There ain't nothing you can say to me. Nothing.
This is how you know you are down bad. Guess what?
Am I down bad or is God of War down bad because it's not in the top 10? How?
I'm about to pull up the NPDs from the actual map.
Oh my God.
You are not capping for a man in overalls. You're not capping for a company, which is Nintendo. Aren't you a Microsoft capper? Aren't you an Xbox capper?
I'm for the people.
Microsoft capper? What's
I'm for the people. I'm for the gaming community.
I'm for the people.
I'm for the people. The Rick is for the people. What are you talking? I love everybody.
The people's champion.
Just hey, listen, Legendary, for your capping needs, my friend. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe came out in April 27th of 2017, and it is still in the top 10 chart list. I don't see God of War.
You know why?
Hold on, we'll get to that.
I know.
I don't see God of War. I don't see Forbidden West. I don't see God of War 2018. That's newer than that. Where's that? I don't see Spider-Man. I don't see Miles Morales. I don't see Wolverine trailers. I don't see anything.
Wolverine trailers.
One console has
when the trailers.
Games, more people.
Oh, so that's an excuse now. Oh, that sounds like an excuse to me.
It's called context.
Guess what? I've had enough. Legendary and Loki have more excuses than a woman that doesn't want to have sex. I've had enough.
Where is all these bangers that you guys will keep capping about?
More players.
Well, you mean like the $1 Xbox Game Pass deal?
Oh, wait a minute. How many people are watching God of War right now on Twitter?
How many people are watching
and Twitch? How many people? I guarantee there's more people watching Halo on Twitch than God of War Ragnarok.
Oh,
I bet you that.
You probably would lose that because God of War just had an
Stay out of
update
this,
for
bad
New
man.
Game Plus and stuff. All right, sorry, bro.
Let me cap.
All right.
Like my man Jim Ryan's 3-inch PP says, God of Snore. Nobody cares.
God of Snow, you wish that
anyway, on to business as usual. PlayStation did have a 400% increase in sales. Now they had 400%. 400%. Hey, look, listen, I'm not here about hiding the truth. I don't have a problem with PlayStation. I got a problem with PlayStation fanboys who don't know when to stop. Because, you know, like I got a coon on one channel telling people that you need to buy a PlayStation 5 over an 81 DLC Metacritic that's probably going to be about 2 hours, and you got to finish the first game to play it. You're not getting away with that. I'm sorry. We ain't doing that. We're not doing that. You're not getting away with that. Absolutely not. So anyway, Sony is back to having now here. This is why I told y'all that the chip shortage is fake. I told you it was fake. Your chip shortage, it's fake. Listen, if there was a chip shortage, think about this. There's so many things telling you that it's not a chip shortage. You're telling me that let me finish. You're telling me there's a chip shortage. You're telling me there's a chip shortage when they're on par with the PlayStation 5 now, right? In a bad economy with inflation and recession. How is that There never was a chip shortage. Never.
There was never a chip shortage.
You thought they intentionally suppressed their own console manufacturing?
Yes, that's what he's saying. That is what he's saying.
That is not a chip shortage. They suppressed their own console manufacturing. Yes, that's not a chip shortage.
No, when you have documentation,
when people were home and didn't have anything to do, you don't think they wanted to get more consoles out?
When people were home doing nothing, they were selling Nintendo Switches. That's what they were selling.
So Vicky,
if they had PlayStations out, they would have wanted them to be sold.
Maybe it's because they didn't have those bangers out yet. Maybe they waited till God of War to come out. Maybe they waited for Forbidden West.
You can go ahead with Legendary. I'm done.
You said they're waiting to God of War. Yet again, you were saying God of War did not charge in the MPD.
Actually, that's a game that failed too because they had to pack that in before they moved units, just like they did Aloy and her weird ass.
Ricky, we have documentation.
I'm about to go work out, bro.
Ricky, we have documentation showing. We have documentation showing Microsoft paid more for prioritization for the chip shortage.
Microsoft is a software company, as they should. They manufacture
all over the place.
What are you talking about? They're supposed to pay more. You got PCs with all their stuff in it. What are you talking about?
Go on, Straightness. Tell him.
Man, you don't make any sense. Man, that's like you saying that a hamburger company is not going to pay more money to get beef in their store because that's what their primary on their menu. You don't make any sense.
Ricky,
what does that mean?
Ricky, do you have
bottlenecking? His GPU can't keep up.
Do you even have any soul left? Huh? Do you even have any soul?
I go to church tomorrow and they'll talk about my soul.
You've sold everything to Microsoft, haven't you? You've sold your
my God.
You guys are.
Oh my God.
Hey, look, listen. I'm only quoting history here. I'm only reporting the news, and I just told you people who are listening, hit the like button, subscribe. That PlayStation had a 400% increase in consoles.
Out of control.
That's.
I want you to say the numbers for all platforms.
Levon, come save us, bro.
Oh, I don't have that information in front of me.
We do have the information. Can you say all the numbers for all platforms?
Hey, well, you can. You're part of the panel. You want to give us those numbers?
Yes, I can.
Yes, please do. Please do, Lennox Lewis. Please.
So let's just look at the numbers.
Okay.
So PlayStation.
This freak.
This doesn't sound like D-Back.
Absolutely dominates the MPD.
Oh.
PlayStation. Sony. Absolutely.
Nice.
Absolutely.
Nice. What country?
No, for all countries.
Actually, the MPD is for United States.
Even Brazil was bowing down to PlayStation at this
really?
point.
Because that's funny. Because Brazil's the ones that passed the deal without any concessions. Next,
no, PlayStation is dominating, as we know. By
really?
In Brazil?
Yeah,
Really? Last I checked, isn't the Switch the
No,
one dominating
it costs too much money in Brazil.
Every
That's
single
what they
region.
put with Game Pass heavy, cuz.
Every single region. Every single
Listen to this nigga. Yeah, it's big in Nigeria,
he's
it's
your
big in
countryman.
Zimbabwe. Shut up. Shut up.
This is why we can't let him read numbers. You hear this? The guy gotta go extra like he's in some Shakespeare play telling you, domination, there's no competition here.
Where's my phone?
The revenue is at its top, Ricky.
That's evident. I don't even know what the
Hey, Ricky, this is evidence. What are we doing here?
Oh my God. Well, what are we doing? We're listening to you, Cap. That's what we're doing here.
Man.
Oh my God. Now Loki's capping too. Jesus. You know what? Why don't both of y'all just be a tag team?
He reading you details.
Oh my
How is he?
God. He's not reading details. He's giving his own spin on it. They fucking wrote it. He wrote it himself.
No, the PlayStation 5 was the US market best-selling hardware platform of Jan 2023 in both unit and dollar sales. The same thing happened in February. The same thing happened in March. Give credit where credit is due. Sony is king.
Yeah,
You know
Sony's a
why?
juggernaut, yeah.
When you read that, I suddenly have a taste for
Hey,
tea and
Loki, shut
crumpets.
That wasn't even me.
Yo, it sounds like
Someone with the fucking
legendary.
podcast.
Legendary. I think I would love for you to come to some of the kindergarten schools here and read stories to them because, you sounded like you put a lot of emotion into that coon-ass reading that you had there.
That was the coon. What?
Man.
Everywhere.
You said you're the black
Really?
Stephen Fry. Like,
Hey, so did you mention how Sony getting smashed by Nintendo in Japan? Did you mention that? You said they domination.
That's actually not even the case.
Look at this. Yes, again.
What's that got to do with that?
We're talking about Nintendo. We're talking about Xbox and PlayStation. Okay.
No, actually, this is a gaming
And that
channel.
information
We
ain't
talk
even-
about
and
all
that's
games.
not even true.
Hey,
actually.
Loki.
Japan
Hey,
is
Loki.
actually doing
Hey,
better.
Loki. You want to make a bet that the Switch outsells PlayStation 2-1 when Tears of the Kingdom comes out? You want to make that bet?
Nobody's saying that.
You don't want to make that bet. Nah, you don't want none of that smoke. No.
Yo,
That's the most specific, like in the week.
Okay, then you need to just take a knee.
Ricky, just quickly, can you tell me the percentages for Xbox, please?
Xbox is actually down 13% year over year.
With all the Game Pass,
Man.
all the Game Pass,
They are down. Xbox is down 13% year over year in hardware sales.
with Diablo, with everything. Really?
Well, first of all, Diablo is not officially owned by Microsoft until the 26th of
Call of
April.
Duty a Microsoft company.
was first party.
No, yeah, well, because I'm sorry, did they not give a press conference about Call of Duty? They haven't given press conferences about Diablo.
Get him out of
Man,
here.
damage control and crazy.
Yeah. Hey, look, you want the facts? I'll give you the facts. That's what it is. Ask Mac. What up, Mac? Another one of my brothers there.
Don't report facts. You don't report
It
anything.
isn't facts. First of all, anything you tell me about Microsoft and numbers is a lie because they do not tell their numbers.
You don't
So
understand.
anything with
why they do
Microsoft
that,
is
though?
it's strictly
Know why they do
an
that?
assumption.
Absolute lie.
Why? Why would they not want to give those numbers for this?
They ain't got to.
Exactly. When you're a $2 trillion,
That's why.
look, when you're a two. Listen, first of all, maybe you don't know how this works.
On,
When you're a $2 trillion company and all your shareholders getting their dividends, nobody asks questions. Okay, that's just what it is.
That's how this works.
you think it's
All
coming
right.
off Xbox?
I got my dividend check. I just bought more
Yo.
stock. So anyway,
Not off Xbox, fuck nigga.
hey, call it what you
Yo,
want.
No, remember when Xbox
You think
was
you
hitting-
think Pillsbury makes all their money selling them muffins, or does Burger King? What do you
remember
think?
We ain't talking about.
Hey, it's a parent company. What do you think?
Remember when Xbox was hitting all the Game Pass numbers? 10 million, 15 million, 20 million, 25
It
million.
stopped.
And all of a sudden it stopped.
You want to know something funny about that?
Yep. Go ahead.
Yep. Then somebody released the numbers to those things where I was
Oh my
supposed
God. They're
to.
gonna say PlayStation
Yeah.
gave them. Oh my God.
No, PlayStation ain't give out nothing. See, you capping. I ain't say PlayStation.
That's what Rick
It was-
does. My bad.
I ain't capping. Now I ain't finna say because I could have sworn the dude from Take Two had gave the numbers out and wasn't supposed to do it.
Oh, well.
That was even more frivolous.
So now he lying. So he lied. What was he
But
saying?
didn't Phil came out and
So he was lying.
after that?
Wait,
Huh?
so
Phil came out and corrected the numbers after that. Though.
Nah, Phil told his
Yeah, he
ass to
didn't.
shut up.
No.
That's what Phil said. Shut up.
Phil said publicly we've not said
He
that.
said the last thing we reported was da 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 da.
Yeah.
He said this after that.
Yeah, at the time it was 18.
He said, he said reported. He didn't, but that don't mean us. No, that's the last numbers they reported. He gave the number, and Phil looked at him like, "Why you just get that number?"
Wait, so all of a sudden you're telling me Xbox has stopped reporting Game Pass numbers?
Yes. Don't listen. Look,
Yeah, they did that a long time. But
You can
somebody
take a
like
break.
like Microsoft ain't had their numbers, bro. We not finna cap for that now.
So let me get
they had their numbers.
So
I
let
ain't
me get-
finna.
So let me get this straight. Microsoft started reporting on console sales in 360 era when they were dominating. All of a sudden they stopped. They started reporting on Game Pass numbers when they were dominating. All of a sudden they stopped. Interesting.
They gave out the Xbox One numbers.
Interesting pattern I see here.
You just said they stopped in the 360. No, they didn't. That was the Xbox One era they stopped.
I said they were reporting in the 360 era. They stopped in the Xbox One era.
Oh, I thought you said they stopped in the 360. I was saying no.
Not the Xbox One era. They started
Yeah,
reporting.
because they was getting their ass kicked. I was stopped too. Shit.
They started reporting on Game Pass numbers. Why do you think they stopped all of a sudden?
Because people like y'all use them numbers against them.
Oh,
And Phil
No.
say it plateaued.
The numbers were
It
fucking
plateaued
terrible.
on console.
Terrible.
The numbers were like 4-1 on the PlayStation 4. That's why they stopped putting those numbers because it was
Bro,
ridiculous.
bro, they numbers can't keep up because it's more consoles on Sony, so of course it's gonna be like that. Don't try to make it seem like they got equal amount of consoles. They don't. Everybody know this.
So
That
let me
that
ask you
sounds
this.
like a you problem.
When's the
No,
last
that
this
sounds
nigga
like-
come late to work? Listen, so when's the last time Sony gave you numbers on their game sales or on their PSVR 2 sales?
In January,
So, when?
January they gave the console ones.
It's
PSVR
April.
been out for a month.
That's all Sony ever gives. Everybody knows Sony is sell console. They ain't selling no motherfucking software.
They usually give it at the end of fiscal, don't they? That's how these things.
Don't
how
they?
we get the
Well,
numbers.
the last game that they mentioned with any kind of sales was God of War when they said it sold 10 million after like 3 days or something like that. They gave you no mention of the PSVR 2. They gave no mention of Horizon Forbidden West when Elden Ring was beating the living crap out of it. They gave no numbers on Forspoken. They gave no numbers on Final Fantasy VII Remake after initially saying that it sold 3 million in the first week or whatever the hell it was. So they're quiet too, brother. What do you mean it's not their game? It's exclusive to them. So yes, it is their game.
They never actually said it was exclusive for forever.
No,
but
they don't
it's a
say
Square
it. They
game.
just keep paying
It's a Square
to
game,
re-up the
and
contract
numbers
to keep it
came
off
out
of
from
Xbox. They don't have to say
No,
anything.
Square put those numbers out, right?
Well, Square, as they should.
My brother.
Ricky Brown, when was
in the building.
Ricky, when was the last number for Xbox? When was the last?
What are we doing? Right
Well, the last
My
report I got from Xbox was Hi-Fi Rush, which Jeff Scrub claimed that it didn't move. They had 2 million players.
No, 2 million players. I know what that means. That's marketing. I don't have time.
Well, that's
for
a fact. Okay, so why the hell was that dummy telling you that
None of us
Xbox
never
wasn't
talked
happy
about players.
with the money? You need players. Without
no,
players, your game dies.
No, Ricky, nice try.
You need
When
them
was the last time
pay for
Xbox
the goddamn
reported
game.
about numbers?
Oh, Pastor Joe here. He finna let
Shout
y'all
out to
have
Pastor
it.
Joe.
Tell
Shout
him,
out to
Pastor Joe.
Godzilla.
He about to make
Are
us
y'all on a show right now? Am I
Yeah.
about to, oh
we
shit!
are on
Right.
YouTube.
Yeah, we are.
Damn,
Yeah,
right.
we live on
Man,
YouTube. Yo, they trying to cap.
When was the last?
What's going on here, Zuki?
So, yeah,
Well,
what's the-
Pastor,
can we just go over what's the cap right now?
Yes,
what's
yes,
the
sir.
discussion?
I would love to enlighten you.
There's
So,
no cap.
there is
What's going on here?
there is a certain gentleman of the African American named Marlin Gaming, right?
I'm being racist.
How can I be racist? That's, first of all, that's not race, that's a color. But anyway, Marlin is telling
African's a
people
color.
on his YouTube channel that to buy an Xbox, well, not to buy a PlayStation, all because of Horizon Forbidden West DLC. Sony is king over a 81 Metacritic rated DLC. However, not to mention that Hivebusters, as well as the Forza DLC, scored higher than this particular DLC. But for some reason, this is the almighty that's going to make people buy a PlayStation 5. That's
Marlin. Put that caveat in.
Marlin. Listen, not only this, Marlon, who also got a free copy of the game, who was distraught because they didn't give him a PS5 to review, and he was mad, and he said God just didn't have it in his plans. That's why
I remember that. He was waiting outside the store like it was there, and it wasn't there.
Sony doesn't give free.
He got no integrity.
No, it's not for free, because in order for Marlon to get that game copy, he got his knees dirty and his mouth hurts.
Yeah, I should. So, like, when you have greatness, right? Greatness, you need to pay the price for greatness, right?
Listen, you see, you don't pay attention to marketing. You're talking all the marketing points right now.
Is Horizon really greatness though?
Stop it.
I say that to everybody that bought Elden Ring over it. No, that's what they would say.
So that's no. So Ricky, they did not buy this game when it came out.
Mm-hmm.
You feel a DLC is going to make a difference.
And not only that, Pastor, you have to beat the game in order to play the DLC. It's from what I was told.
Unlike you guys, we play our games. I've platinumed Horizon.
Okay, you're one guy, okay?
Yeah.
Hold on. Unlike you guys, I played Horizon. I'm playing Dead Island 2 right now. I play all types of shit.
No, that's not the point.
I beat Horizon as well, and it was dog water. So
I'm playing the DLC right now. And it's free.
Listen to me.
Well, I will never buy another Horizon game ever.
It was fun.
That game was boring.
It was fun. I like the new weapons and stuff.
Guess what? Halo's boring.
I'm ashamed.
I don't like Halo.
No,
I don't care about Forza, so that ain't gonna hurt my feelings.
I'm ashamed of Loki today. I expected this cap from Legendary. This is what he does. But Loki,
fantastic.
That just hurt me. Like,
hey man, I like Horizon.
You know, Loki. You know what it is? Loki.
Get to the impressions.
Listen, first of all, the community needs to know. Everybody out there that sees Loki's cap, you have to understand that this man has worn that VR hat for 46 straight days. He is not taking it off. He does videos. His cap with his VR has helped his YouTube channel grow to like 400 subs, and that's the reason why he keeps kissing PlayStation's ass with this with this VR hat, because it helped his channel grow. No.
Hey man, I play Game Pass.
All you do is put Xbox in the ground when you talk about it. That's all you do. You know what? You're just like these frauds out here.
Fair,
you know, you and Colt Eastwood can go out in the back and get eaten by a bear.
Wow.
The hell with both of you. You know?
Okay, goddamn.
Colt Eastwood.
You know, because here's why I'm mad at Colt Eastwood. Here's why Colt Eastwood's a fraud, and I'm willing to tell everybody. When Colt Eastwood got on his stupid little coach plane ticket that Phil sent him to go play Redfall, not once did he mention that he was playing on a gaming PC. Not once did he mention that the frames were dropping. But the minute that they tell you that it was 30 frames, now Colt Eastwood has to do a damage control video telling you, oh, we were playing on an old PC. Oh, by the way, the frames were dropping. You know, he didn't say any of that before he released the video.
Yeah.
I have a problem
He's the
with
mouthpiece of the corporation. What do you expect?
No, and that's why I like channels like Sean and Dirk Griggity, who's going to bring you the real and not sit here and fold and give these guys kisses on the lips.
He's making
this plug is ridiculous.
That's why. That is exactly why. That is exactly why.
Ricky, you were doing so well until you mentioned Sean and Dirk. You were doing so well.
That's why we listen.
Bro.
That's why we listen to Talk TTS. No, that's why we listen to them.
I mean, here's the thing. At this point, the reality is, Colt Eastwood. I mean, he's just he's in their pocket.
Yes.
Yeah, he is. He's bought and paid for.
So yes,
he's bought and paid for.
Yeah, as soon as negative reviews came out, it was all of a sudden like, oh my god, yeah, he had so much bugs. There was the framework wasn't stable. I was like, you didn't even mention.
He wants clicks.
Yeah, I was
like,
that was my beef with Colt. And listen, I think Colt's a great guy. From what Z told me, Z put him on. So, you know, and Z put me on. So we both come from the same coaching tree like Belichick. So I don't have a problem with Colt Eastwood, but I do have a problem with Colt.
Ain't no way Z said Colt's a great guy.
No, I said
ain't no way.
Z ain't got no beef with Colt. He got no beef with Colt.
100%.
No, he don't.
100% should have put that he played it on PC in his first video. He should have said, "Hey, I played it on PC."
Yes, yes, Zilla, yes, and that's what I was saying. So it now, and I listen. I don't know if Colt did it on purpose or it was by strategy, but now he looks disingenuous, and it looks like he's making a damage control video because he didn't mention any of that. None of that stuff he mentioned, and that's all I'm saying. As far as Colt Eastwood goes, that you didn't mention that you played on PC. You just mentioned you played a game. You didn't mention that one time, bro. That is a big effing difference if you don't mention that. And then another thing I want to touch on. Every single person that has this fake outrage that this game was only 30 frames is BS. Nobody said nothing until the developer themselves came out and said that the game was only 30 frames. Everybody was sitting on their hands. Nobody cared.
Yeah, but if everybody played it on PC, I don't think anybody knew it was 30.
But the video you showed, none of it was 60. So what did you think it was?
Thank you.
People always show their games in a good light at 30 if it's like, it's better quality. But usually, most people for the next gen consoles, they're expecting.
But I understand that. But all the videos they were showing when they gave that little sneak peek, that wasn't 60. So why is everybody? And if everybody can claim they can tell the difference between 30 like they can 60, like everybody claims they can.
But when
they would have said something.
Again, yes, you can tell. When you're watching it, no, not.
When I'm playing,
and the ones that we watched, none of them were 60. None. Colt told you it wouldn't go to 60.
Ricky, you find it interesting that Colt was referring to, like in his first video, there was nothing regarding an NDA. He was
nothing. In fact, Mac. That's why I want to get. That's why I want to get to it, Mac. Mac, you're right. Hold on, Legendary. Mac, you're right about that. What about NDA? Mac, if he was under NDA, he would have never made a video. He was telling everybody he was going out to fly and play the game. He told us that before he released any footage that wasn't even his footage. They gave him that footage.
Man, Colt my half cousin, and he didn't know nothing about that. He was sucking.
No, listen,
they hit him in the eye and told him to release the video.
Bro, my problem with Colt is he should have mentioned that he played it on PC. He should have mentioned.
He did mention it. Hold on, Ricky. You're not gonna jump my cousin like this. Colt is my cousin. Well, and he was put in a bad situation. Listen, Ricky, he was put in a bad situation, and they told him he go a couple hundred and go out there and tell his lie, and he did it, and he didn't see it coming. Whole time, people like you and Z snaked him because as soon as he came out, y'all started punching him, and he didn't know what to do. So he was like, "Look, that was a 1997 deal with Mac 07. That's why I didn't run that way." He was trying to explain the situation, and y'all didn't listen.
Then Colt should have just kept his mouth shut and not made another video. Because now he looks
like
y'all
hit him in the head.
Because now he looks like he's damage controlling. Just listen,
bro.
First of all,
he is damage controlling.
So he should have made that.
He is.
First of all, sorry, I'm truthful. Says he was told the PC was at console specs. You can't really blame him for assuming it was 60. No.
Then I mean, that's
no, we're not doing that. Listen, sorry, I'm truthful. Here's what I'm saying. Colt mentioned himself that the frames were dropping.
And he has a picture of himself next to the PC,
himself. So
yeah, but if it was at console specs on the PC, maybe
No.
I mean, when you play the game early, it's early.
No. Well, listen, Godzilla. Not to mention that Ridge, the game's not even gold yet, and it comes out in 2 weeks.
Yep.
It's getting delayed.
It's got to get delayed. It's got that. I'm telling y'all right now, I will be shocked if Redfall is not delayed because it's not gold. We're at the 22nd of April.
This is a wicked.
They might release it to die.
Good. Hold Xbox accountable. Okay. This is the wicked.
Well, listen, we held them accountable last week, but here's what I won't allow to happen. I'm not going to allow a bunch of pony-ass MFers sit here and be fake outraged about a game that they weren't going to play anyway. We not about to do that. We ain't doing that.
Ricky, let me say something.
Pastor, one second.
The pastor wait, because you're going to send all of us into a frenzy again.
Go ahead, Pastor.
Yeah, I recall a number of ponies saying that Microsoft can't take credit for Redfall. They can't take credit for Starfield because it was not organically grown. These guys know a lot about. These guys knew a lot about gardening, right?
Hey, Pastor, is this the same game that the PlayStation fanboys were crying about? Them taking it off their platform? That game?
Let them preach, Ricky. Let them preach, Ricky.
I'm just making sure.
The opposite of what you're saying.
Let him go. Let him go.
He just undercut your whole thought. That's the
these guys now here are recanting and saying now that the same games that Microsoft couldn't take credit for, that Microsoft is responsible for them running the best that they're supposed to run. So all of a sudden now, Microsoft is responsible for how these games run, right? So that's one. I don't think that's ever been the case. Wait. Listen,
Pastor got hit in the back of the head on Z Show with these same facts. Y'all can't tell this man that's not true.
You are a liar.
And I will tell you something. When these ponies and them saw that Redfall was running at 30, was running at 30 frames per second, you know what they saw? They saw blood in the water. You know why it is? They saw blood in the water. They saw blood in the water because they have nothing to play. From January this year until June this year, they have no AAA first-party games. None. Absolutely none. Nothing.
Hit the like button. The pastor is preaching right now.
So these guys here,
talking about 4 months and 10 years.
Hit the like button. The pastor's preaching.
The only thing that they have to do right now is to stick on this 30 frames per second. It's fake outrage. Go and play some games. You know why these games? These games have to be. You know why this Horizon have to be platinum? Because they have nothing else to play. They have to platinum.
Hold on, Pastor. That's not true. Because they claim. Hold on, Pastor. They claim the Final Fantasy is their game. They doing that.
And don't forget Forspoken was theirs until it flopped. Remember Forspoken was theirs until it flopped. Remember that?
No, Pastor, the reason why you are so disingenuous, like every
God, here goes the counselor.
Okay.
The reason why you guys have bad games is because you don't cap enough.
Because like every single expert who are so miserable with your damn company. The reason why you're disingenuous.
Wow. Oh my God, you hear this guy?
Wait, the reason why is because Redfall was shown last year after Xbox acquired Bethesda. Was shown last year.
My God.
And then was delayed for an extra year, right? To fix up and optimize that game, right? And yet, we have ghostwiretokyo and Redfall. Right, Redfall doesn't come on PS5, but it's like 30 FPS. And ghostwiretokyo, which was delayed for an entire year, still runs better on the PS5.
It wasn't delayed. It was not delayed. It's your lying ass.
It score high on Xbox, but it run worse.
That tells you everything you need to know.
Don't forget that part.
Because it's a whole bunch of yes men over there.
Wait. And
why the hell would it score higher?
And regarding the whole Redfall situation with PS5, Sony guys did not want Redfall. It was the concept that Microsoft will lie about anything when it comes to acquisitions. So we're not really talking about wanting Redfall. We don't
what
want
the fuck is that noise.
Yeah, that was the baby telling the baby couldn't take it.
That was my son. I muted my mic. I'm sorry.
You don't talk to strangers. And he heard Legendary Cabin.
He wanted to join the podcast, man. He wanted to join the podcast. Man.
Ricky, we don't want another situation. That situation happened ever again.
Speaking of situations, it's not going to get even better here. So the next topic is Ghostwiretokyo runs better on PS5.
Hold on, before we get there, can I just say Redfall was not delayed for optimization?
Yeah, I'm talking about
It was delayed. If it's delayed a year, it was delayed because it wasn't finished.
It's still not gold. I think, Ridge, do you think they're delaying it again, Ridge? Because it's not gold yet.
Still ain't finished.
Do you think it's
good until it's 60 on console?
Think about this. Think about this, guys. It is April 22nd, and the game is not gold yet, and it comes out, I believe, May 2nd.
Optimization, that means optimizations too. If it's not finished, it still be optimized. It's the same thing, it's not.
No, I mean, if it was optimized, it would be 60. So clearly they're working on other shit in the
How do
game.
you know that? Maybe this game can't run at the 60 right now. It's just not capable.
It could run at 60.
No, it can. It could run up to at 60. Well, the mere fact that they said that this game,
I'm talking about on the
fact that them say that the performance mode will come after is a sign that it could run at 60. It's simple as that.
I'm talking about right now.
It's going to run 60 on high-end PCs,
on the consoles,
just not on
it can't
console
right now.
On consoles, it can't run on 60, but on high-end PCs, it can.
Listen, it's an Unreal Engine 4 game. It could run at 60 on both consoles. Yes, it does.
So then why it's not doing it then?
Because it ain't ready.
Okay then. So then what are you saying?
He just told you it's not ready.
So it can't do it. So it can't do it right now.
It can do it.
No, it's not.
Oh my God.
Loki, the game is not gold yet. Of course, it's not ready, bro. That's what it's not ready.
All right then. So why the hell are you having a conversation about something that's not ready yet? That you saying?
But also, Ricky.
Well, we're only having this conversation because they gave us a damn release date. That's all. That's why we're having a conversation.
Redfall. I believe
multiple release dates. That don't mean shit.
Arkane was a bit ambitious. Arkane was a bit ambitious.
No, it's not about being ambitious. Bethesda's never had the weight of a fucking console on their to deal with. You know what I mean? Todd Howard has come out and said this. They don't know. Shut up! I'm talking.
Who's not talking? Who's saying shut up? I'm talking. Who's this?
I'm talking.
Don't tell me that.
Fuck up, Pastor. You talk to.
Yeah. Don't tell me to shut up. Don't tell me to shut up. You know what I'm saying?
Don't tell Pastor that. Pastor trying to spit facts out here in these streets.
Keep talking over me, brother.
How disrespectful you are.
Man. Respect God, man.
Hey, we got two Nigerians. Stop fighting each other. Let's go. We can't be fighting in front of company. Stop.
Todd Howard has openly said that he doesn't like about the pressure of Starfield having to be a quote-unquote system seller, right? They've never had to deal with that.
Well, he also Todd doesn't make 30,
leaning on Bethesda
games anyway
to carry your system when you've only you know what I mean? That they're not built for that.
They've already been system sellers before. Morrowind and fucking Oblivion.
Yeah, but they've been multi-platform though, haven't they? That's what I'm saying.
Let's just call it what it is. Those games are mostly PC modern bangers. Like that's where that community is.
Right, then.
Those games. You're forcing that on console. Console is not the place to play those games. Exactly. I mean, they're good on console, but that's more of a PC kind of thing. And I think that Redfall is the opposite. That's more of like a console thing. I mean, a lot more people have consoles than these high-end these rigs. But look, it's not ready. It's not gold. I think if you might be hearing news by the middle of next week, because if
push that bitch back again,
yes, they're gonna push. Because if Microsoft is smart, here's where Microsoft can be smart. If Microsoft gets news that the EU is going to say, "Hey, fine, we'll let you have your deal on the 26th," then you can announce at a later date that Redfall is going to get delayed. You can't take two forms of bad news in 1 week. You just can't.
Yeah,
you can't. You just can't.
Okay, also me this question: when does the financial reports for companies in America come out? Isn't end of April or something?
Yeah, it's coming out.
It comes out every 3 months. They have the quarterlies
coming out shortly.
Yeah, so there's no way they're announcing. There's no way they're announcing Redfall. The delay of Redfall. Sorry, before that, it just doesn't make sense. It will affect shares.
Well,
so they can do it all.
Let me tell you this: you can't release.
Redfall will not affect shares.
I'm about to say that it's not going to affect it, but Legendary, if the game is not gold, when games are gold, they're usually a gold a month before release. We're looking at 2 weeks. We're looking at 10 days, bro, and it's not gold. That's a problem. The game's not ready. They're probably going to delay it. 10 days. Yeah. 10 days. And it's not gold. Unless you're going to tell me that game is gold. Even if they say that the game is gold Monday, it's going to be like 5 day one patches. Like, come on.
Yeah, but I just can't see them delaying it.
Everybody get their last thoughts on so Ricky can go on.
I just can't see them delaying it. The reason why
you want to hear this news.
No, it's not because of that. Honestly, for me personally, I actually want Redfall to come out because I think you guys need something to play. But anyway,
shout out to Levon. He's around.
I actually don't want them to delay it because I need you guys to play something. Plus, I actually think the whole concept of Redfall is actually pretty good, like the whole multiplayer aspect of it. But For now, I'm just enjoying the salted tears that's going on in the Xbox camp. That's my last.
Well, it's not tears really, Legendary. It's just infighting. Just like you saw Pastor and Badman about to slap each other around. That was because it's some people in the Xbox community that want to be the, kissing babies and shaking hands with Phil Spencer, and then you have the rogue guys that's gonna tell it like it is, like the Shawns and the Dirks. Those guys talk shit all the time. They're not gonna sit here and kiss people's asses. They're not gonna do that. And then you have guys like Colt. I get it, Colt. That's why you got the big following that you have and all of that stuff. You don't get that kind of following by bashing Xbox. Xbox can go hit an old lady with a car and he'll go out and defend them. That's just what they are. That's how their base was built.
That's how I raised my cousin to do.
So
we gonna lie till we can't lie no more.
That's what they got to do. I get. Look, I'm not clowning them for it. That's his business. Listen, first of all these guys that do YouTube channels and stuff like that, that's probably their livelihood. So he ain't gonna mess up his base by going rogue and going out on a limb saying, Xbox dropped the ball. You never heard him say that. He never says Xbox drops the ball. He never calls him out on stuff. Never, never, never. Z tried that and they tried to throw him out of the community. That's just the difference. That's what it is.
They did.
Nobody worshiped Xbox like Z did. Next Gen 720 used to worship Xbox more than a god because he don't believe in God. And then what happened? He gave pushback on Xbox and they tried to excommunicate him. That's what happened. And that's BS. And there's certain guys that are still talk crap, but there's also guys that was repping the Xbox. Brandon, they flipped. They went over to PlayStation. I ain't finna go, listen, I'll play PlayStation games, but I'll be goddamn if you can sit here and call me a grown-ass man, 6'7", 258 pounds, call me a pony. Fuck you. Ain't no such thing.
You would never be a pony.
Hell no. I'll smash this damn
Oh,
VR helmet on camera.
He said you'll never be a pony. So you'll never have that long
grown ass man. Ain't no way in hell I'm gonna sit here and cap for a company that's charging me $70 for games and call me an add-on that costs more than the goddamn hardware itself. Fuck you.
You are not welcomed in this community.
I don't want to be in that community where 4 guys are sex offenders wearing shirts on, luring children. I don't want to be in that community.
All right, okay, all right, brothers.
So now this topic is gonna suck ass too. No rest for the weary. All right. So apparently, well, not apparently, this is facts. Unless somebody's playing on the Series S, they're saying that ghostwiretokyo runs better on PS5 than Series X. Godzilla, I want you to take this topic first. How? I was talking to Greatness earlier when he was in his car, asking like, Godzilla, how can Ghostwire run better on a PS5 than a Series X when you had a whole year to? Bro, I don't understand it.
First party.
Yeah, there's no excuse. That's it. That's all there is to say about it. There's no excuse.
Hell no, Godzilla, you better cap. That's some boot.
We don't cap here.
Let me put my Mario hat on like Z right quick.
Hold on. There's nothing to cap for.
I'm finna cap. I don't care what you say.
It's your own in-house studio. You cannot allow this.
What? That wasn't a studio at first. They got built later.
It's their studio.
We're not finna do this.
We're
not finna do it. Yeah, I'm finna cap bad, man. I don't care what you say. Low key, I don't care. Hey, take that VR headset off your head. I'm finna say what I gotta say. I ain't trying to hit none of that.
Dreadlocks.
Nah.
It's stuck.
Since y'all want to cap, I'm finna cap along with y'all.
Oh, here he goes.
The only reason why I was better because shit happens. That's all I got to say. Fuck it. But at least we got a high Metacritic score. Now beat that. That's my cap. We got a high. It played worse. Hold on, guys. It played worse, but it got a higher Metacritic score. Can anyone tell me why?
Can anybody tell me how the hell is that even possible?
Yes, I can tell you because again, it's the law of average. It's the law of averages. There's less reviewers. It was like 13 reviews.
Oh, here we go. Legendary dropping knowledge here.
13 reviews. So
this is the law of averages.
And guess what, Legendary? That's the normal reviews for Xbox. So
actually, that's called simple arithmetic, but okay.
If that's the normal number for reviewers for Xbox, that shows that no.
No. Now this is from the game. This is from the gamer. And they're saying that, one of the highlights of last year was Tango Games Works, who also did Hifi Rush, which was a critically acclaimed game that some idiot with a beard that hasn't been brushed in 3 years is trying to tell you that they didn't make money on, that Shadow dropped in a subscription service. Jeff Scrub himself, spitting banter. Like, I'll get to him another time. But they're telling you that A timed exclusive for Sony PlayStation 5. The title, maybe that's part of the contract that they said they was going to honor, and it runs better. I don't know.
So the first party Xbox Studio is doing parity.
All right, well, look, tech specialist Digital Foundry.
It wasn't first party at the time.
Ran their side-by-side comparisons and found the Xbox port quantifiably worse as its performance lagged the PS5 version, which in itself wasn't the best showcase for the hardware. While GhostwireTokyo looks great with the atmospheric and detailed recreation of Japan's capital city, it suffers from some performance issues, which happen to be worse on Xbox Series and especially the Series S. Oh, Lord.
Well, I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why, Ricky.
Yes, tell me why.
I'll tell you why. You see, this is the problem we get when a game was built originally for the PlayStation 5. You see, if this game was built originally for the Xbox, we would have seen a smoother running game. But because as you know, a lot of developers they tend to use the Series X and then they trickle down. They would make it run on the PlayStation 5 and so forth, right? So it starts from PC. Then the Series X, and then the PlayStation 5 when it comes to multi-plats, right?
Yes.
So this is a key situation of a game being optimized first for the PlayStation 5. It could not reach the performance that the Series X required. That is why you're seeing it struggling here.
And I'm not disagreeing with you with that, Pastor, but you had 2 years to make it run.
First of all,
This is
better.
That guy's lying. That is not how this works.
Oh, Lord.
Your pastor just lied and you just accepted that? First of all,
yes, he's a pastor.
PC's API is similar to the Xbox API because it's within the same ecosystem. The same DirectX 12 API that they use to build graphics engines.
This brother did his homework. Listen to him.
But as a developer, website developer, and app developer, you can't capture me, Pastor. This is an L. This is a straight up L. You can't.
No.
Shout out to Jim Ryan's 3-inch.
Hold on.
Shout out to Jim Ryan's 3-inch. Whatever. He said he enabled VRR and his runs great.
Yeah, guess what? Digital Foundry literally confirmed this runs worse on the Series X. They had an extra year. An extra year.
This is what I'm saying. England guy. Even if they had 5 years, it would not have run properly. You know why? Because the PlayStation 5 is not as powerful as the Series X, and the tools does not compat. It does not compat with the Series X. It's simple as that. They could have 5 years. It still would not have run good on the Xbox 360. You know what I'm saying?
Pastor, first of all, I agree with the statement that the Series X is powerful than the PS5. I'm not disagreeing with that statement. However, it has nothing to do with the tools. Yes, it just has to do with poor optimization. Your dev team, your dev team are ran abysmal. Okay, they are poor QA, they are poor implementation, and they need to be run more efficiently. And guess what? You guys will suck off Phil Spencer 24/7. 24/7, you will suck off Phil Spencer. But guess what? That man is abysmal when it comes to running technical implementations, when it comes to systems like the Series X and the Series S. And guess what? That guy needs to leave for Xbox to be great again. But for now, I don't really care about that. I'm not going to give you guys any sort of hope, any sort of future. I care for PlayStation, and guess what? PlayStation is king. Next.
Yo, this guy.
PlayStation is 100% king. They are king of making one fucking game. So that's about it.
Rich, you know what? You sound so sad. You sound so deep. And I get it.
I sound sad because I have every console, a PC. Like, trust me, they're good at making one game. They're good at making one game. No, it ain't bias. It's a fact. They make one kind of game. That's it.
Rich,
yeah.
You're American. You're an American. Do you watch sports in America, like American football?
No.
Oh, do you watch any sort of sports?
You don't watch sports.
No.
Okay, what do you like as a hobby?
Well, listen, Ridge is a white conservative. He probably shoots guns.
Oh yeah, fine. Ridge, you like guns, right? You like Trump, but guess what? You probably like other conservative presidents as well, right? But your favorite one, Trump, right? Every time there's some sort of bad press about him, you feel a certain way, right? Because you love Trump. right? You don't care about the other candidates, other conservative candidates. You love Trump. And that's how you feel about Xbox, all right? But you love that Xbox, and you just get bad news after bad news after bad news every single damn time. And guess what, brother?
Do I get bad news after bad news?
I'm here for you.
Do I? Because Redfall for me, hold on, Redfall for me, that shit ain't 30 FPS.
No, he's a PC god.
Oh, for you.
I don't give a fuck.
For you.
I don't give a fuck.
That's what I was about to say. He's a PC gamer.
All right, so here's the deal. It's an L. Anybody else have anything to say on this? Because now my feelings are hurt.
No, it's an L. They should have released it like that. But again, I played it on.
It's an L. Now, I did want to touch on Lena Khan getting
God!
Come on, man,
bro.
Don't harass this lady.
That's what happens when you vote for Democrats. I'm just saying.
Oh man,
no, we're not doing that. We're not on that.
And now listen, this is coming from via Post Up's
when I looked at that
tweet. So check this out. Check this out.
The game credible.
European Union's
listen to this.
Of the deeply problematic DMA, asking unanimous consent to enter that.
Post Up ain't credible. That nigga don't play games. I ain't trying to hear what he's saying.
We cannot allow.
I'm home now.
To harm U.S. companies.
So this is one of the Republican.
But in an interview you gave back in 2021,
why we listen to
it's no doubt the U.S.
is
behind
because it's part of the show.
With regards to the European Commission, you noted that you were in close. You were in close touch with both folks at the CMA and the European Commission on competition.
They're calling out Lena Khan for showing favoritism or trying to derail American acquisitions in European countries.
Regulations targeting U.S.
Yes. Yeah.
You know that they lobbyists, right? You know that he probably has some type of financial.
You do know Lena Khan has failed everything that she's done. She's wasted billions upon billions of dollars fighting these fucking cases over nothing and losing these cases. She admitted in front of the fucking Senate that, we're just kind of winning. Who cares? It affects America and it affects me.
I care.
For free.
Has used the U.S.
In addition to that, she has.
That's all you care about is free fucking free.
Damn right, free.
FTC is responsible for guiding and speaking for the consumer in USA, right?
No,
my opinion is y'all getting into the weeds of shit. Y'all just reading on Twitter for the last fucking 2 or 3 months.
Listen,
well, not me.
A lot of people are not well informed outside of Twitter freaking threads.
And they you know what? They have to read.
Politically inclined for almost 20 fucking years. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. The reality is, if Lena Khan wasn't in there, this deal would have been gone through.
So what?
What do you mean?
Is that a good thing?
What? Loki, hold up. Maybe you don't understand.
Yes, it's a good thing.
I don't think it's a good thing for you. I don't believe that they should. I don't think that they should do it. I think they should leave it and let them just be them.
No, fuck that. Give me Call of Duty for free. Give me Diablo for free.
Exactly. I don't give a fuck about those games.
All right, you guys are bringing it.
Why you do, but that's the difference.
Well, you guys are bringing it to the game and perspective or spectrum or apex. I'm coming at to the point.
That's the medium that we in.
Yeah, okay, that's medium. But I'm talking about America. I'm also a patriot, and I'm a well-recognized voter in my community.
God. Come on, man. Let's not do this because then we can get into the hypocrisies of all that bullshit.
Well, here's the problem you're gonna have.
You
can't.
We're still live. You don't give a shit.
Yeah, we're still live.
You don't give a shit about a lot of Americans.
No, don't turn this into
Here's what you can't do.
That's what I'm saying.
But you can't. Here's the problem. You can't have an American body sabotaging American companies. That's what they're saying. Basically.
I don't trust them, motherfucker. Anybody that's in them seats, I don't trust them neither. They don't do nothing in the interest of me. So why the fuck? In this case,
to be fair, the
video game.
Respectively though, Loki, the FTC isn't really for the general public.
I never said they was.
I know. I'm just saying, like you're going on about like this is what I'm trying to say. Yeah,
I'm going on about what I'm saying. People don't have enough information to be making these broad statements about what's good and bad for the societies. Just say like Rich said.
This has nothing to do with. This has nothing to do with society. This is about acquisitions and consolidation.
Americans and all of that stuff. Come on, man.
Yeah, this doesn't have anything to do with that. With society.
And all it is Microsoft is historically the big bad. Yeah,
I hear what you're saying. I'm not trying to make it political. I'm just saying I want my free shit.
Right.
Period.
You can do that. About caring about Americans and shit. None of these motherfuckers care about America.
And all I'm saying is, if you're a $1 billion company worth $100 billion, and they're trying to tell you that you can't buy something, then your money is worthless. So that's a problem in itself.
It's not necessarily money. Listen, Microsoft is the big bad. A lot of these guys are looking at this deal as a way of coming up politically. That's all it is. It's a game. That's it. That's all it is. These niggas are trying to come up off this deal.
The lobbyists, the lobbyists are coming up as well. People that's saying let's put it through,
it's a business
they fucking
play.
lobbying because money's going into their pockets. All of this shit is a business play.
Yeah, all the facts.
Facts. Shout out to Onyx. Shout out to Onyx. Onyx is very
genuine.
Onyx said, Onyx says if a vertical acquisition, let it happen. Period. Yeah, vertical acquisition shouldn't be an issue. So I don't know. For some reason, she seems to have a hard on with big tech trying to buy anything.
Yeah,
because that's what she's trying to. Yeah, she's trying to. Yeah,
but what you have to do, Badman, is if it's not in the law, then you have to make laws to do it. Going about it this way, wasting tax dollars, isn't going to get a deal blocked. Because at the end of the day, unless you have rules, you can't block something. You know,
tax dollars is gone, brother.
But Ricky, you have to understand. She's probably not looking to get the deal blocked. However, she probably wants to put on her resume, I made them concede and come to these concessions or whatever.
Yeah, but Batman,
that's what she wants.
Yes, but she's not going to get one to make them bend. But she's not going to get that. The EU is going to be the first one to get that.
Now we back into acquisitions.
That's that. If you're talking about getting the Microsoft to bend the knee, the first one to get them to bend the knee technically would have been the EU. They were the ones because
the FTC don't block deals. They
approve them. They don't approve deals. They just not sue you, or they try to sue you to give you shit. What they're trying to do is they're trying to sue the acquisition or stall it for August because they put a date for this to close by June or July of this year. So what they're hoping for is that if you delay the deal to August, that you'll either back out or you'll come through with more concessions to get the deal pushed through. Whereas Microsoft has already told them that if we get approval in the EU, and if we get approval in the CMA, we are going to close whether you guys like it or not. Now, that's what they said, and what they do are two different things. But that's what Microsoft
is saying. They're going to close because she has no
case. They'll close.
They're going to close. Yeah, they're going to close.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
you know what, Jeff Bezos did the exact same thing with MGM.
Yes, and they won that case. Amazon won it. But by doing that, though, here's where you get into trouble. And here's why I think it's a bluff on Microsoft's part. If you do that, and you close on the FTC, and you make them look bad, and you make it look like you don't respect them, they will make life a living hell for you for any future acquisitions. So
depends how long the Selena Khan's in the job for.
Well, if the president changes,
Ricky, they are talking about disbanding the FTC and shit. Like, dude.
Well, this whole thing all happened because she wants more money to fund the FTC, and now they're grilling her like saying, "Wait a minute, you want more money, but you lost all of these cases. You're doing stuff behind the scenes without letting us know what's going on." She's making decisions that seem to be not into doing your checks and balances of what you have to do.
Listen, just let the deal's gonna close. I'm gonna get Diablo for free $99, and then I'm gonna get Call of Duty every year for free $99, and whatever else Activision makes for free $99. So life will go on.
Amen to that.
I hope it's just as good as when they were paying for it.
Now,
I hope it's just as good.
Now, speaking of Diablo
4 is gonna be fucking fire.
Diablo 4 just went gold. Now, Ridge, I will put this on your shoulders, brother. I never played Diablo 1. I never played Diablo 2. I never played Diablo 3. What in the blue hell is Diablo, and why is this Diablo 4 getting so much praise?
Because it's going to be an ARPG, and like 30 million people are going to fucking play it. and it's gonna be really good.
So what was that first thing you said? It's a what something?
It's an ARPG.
What's that? What's the A for?
I don't know what the A stands for, but that's what it's called.
Well, apparently the A stands for ass, because that's what my man Merkenstein is saying. Merk is saying Diablo 4 is gonna be trash. Oh man.
No, because Diablo's biggest problem is it always messes up.
Stands for action.
Like you literally just you get to the end and then you replay it over and over until you get higher and higher level gear. But Diablo 4 has actual end game content like rage strikes, bosses, PvP. It always had PvP, but there's more of a focus on it. Diablo 4 is going to be fire, man. That game's going to be really good.
Well, let's just hope it is. Now, there is something else that I wanted to talk about besides Diablo. Levon, the producer of the show, this week, he's not here, but he's here in spirit. He's in the chat. He said something about a game, and I haven't been in these gaming streets consistently for about 3 weeks with my house getting, fixed up or adding additions, whatever the hell's going on here. But anyway, it's a game called Defiant that Levon said, could this be a Call of Duty competitor? Now, before you guys throw up, it is a Ubisoft game, so don't beat me up. Now, before you guys throw up, now, got an echo going on here, but I
had you in the background, brother.
I do want to see. I appreciate that, brother. You the man. I do want to watch the trailer though, of this. I never seen it, and this will be the first time I see it. Will be right here on the show. I never.
That game looked like Rogue Company.
Well,
Another game.
Let's watch the trailer.
Yeah,
let's watch the trailer.
It's a first-person Rogue Company. Fun though.
All right, so it's Team Miles and Fire. All right, what do we got here? All right, we got a dead body.
This is Defiant.
All right, it's first person.
A free-to-play competitive shooter featuring fast-paced gunplay complemented with specialized factions. So, what are the factions? Our factions are all drawn from iconic Ubisoft worlds and represent distinct classes, each with unique abilities and ultras.
It actually looks a little bit like COD.
You can choose any character from any faction to assemble your team of 6 players. And during the game, you can change your faction
It actually
or
plays like
to
Rogue
adapt
Company.
your strategy.
Yeah, if you ever just watch Rogue Company, that's
Choose
all
from
it
a
is.
large
It's a
arsenal of
third-person
weapons and
Rogue
attachments to
first-person Rogue
customize and
Company.
fit your playstyle.
It's like COD.
At its
That game ain't nothing like COD.
features realistic
That's what I'm trying to
gunplay and the fun, familiar mechanics of an arena
It's
shooter.
really not.
Split
Because
game.
it's the first person, he's saying
One
that.
of our 14
Hey, Ricky Brown, put up Rogue Company.
That has nothing to do with first person
play casual matches.
All right,
and have
well,
fun with players
Put
of
up
all
Rogue
types and
Company,
skills.
Ricky Brown, and then tell me that don't look like the same game.
And unique experience.
That's Rogue Company first person?
Or play ranked mode.
Third
in
person.
competitive matchups
Oh, that's
against
what
your
girl with the big
peers.
butt running around,
Push
right?
yourself further and see
Pardon
what
me?
you're truly made
I
of.
think that's
Whether you're a
Apex.
beginner or
One
ready
of them
to
games that a girl with a
dominate
big
the
butt
game.
running around.
Defiant is free with crossplay, so jump in with
Yeah,
your
remind me
friends.
of Rogue
The
Company
reason
just
nothing
first,
will-
first,
There's
first
a live
person.
game with fresh
The
new
reason
content
nothing
every
will
single
dethrone
season.
COD is
Defiant will
because the
continue to
name
deliver
COD.
an
That's it.
accelerating
Yeah,
experience.
you think it's the name?
Always be free to play.
It was like one of COD's
and
old
never
maps, though.
pay to win.
Dude, it's literally COD. But there's character abilities and shit.
Wow. Well, that was my first time ever seeing that
It's a
trailer.
damn map. What you
That's the
mean?
first
That
time
look
I
like-
ever heard of that game, and from what I've seen, I did see
You gotta
Rogue
play the
Company.
game first. How about that?
Yeah, I did see Rogue Company. I
Play
think
it.
Z had us
Check it
all
out.
playing that, and it was what it was. But I think calling it a COD competitor is probably a stretch. I think if anybody's in
They don't have
trouble,
any competitors.
no, they don't. If anything's in trouble, it'll be probably like a Battlefield, I guess, if that takes
No.
off, because that's a free to play. So why would people buy Battlefield if that game is actually better than Battlefield?
Most of them Game Pass, bro.
No, I'm talking about any Battlefield coming out after that. The last Battlefield,
Oh, right.
yeah, think about it. The Battlefield just started getting a run because it went into both subscription services. That people were down on that game. King's Blood, shout out to him. He bought like a $200 bundle of the game, and the game was dead in like 36 days. Like, yo, that's crazy. Like, I can't believe that game.
Game?
That's a fact.
Battlefield.
Yeah, Battlefield
Yeah.
42 is shit.
That sucks to be him.
Yeah, he spent all that money on it, bro, and then it didn't.
That's light change, man. That's nothing.
Ubisoft
Money
is
spent
shit.
I
already.
don't know about you, brother. $200 to hurt the Rick right now, bro. I'm down bad. You know,
I
bought the same Ultimate Edition, and I had fun with it. I played a good amount of it.
Well,
I went back to it. They've updated it, and it's playing well.
But you're the same guy that 100% Forspoken and never taking your VR helmet off in 45 days. I don't know if I can really trust you, Loki. You kind of like anything, so I don't know.
No, I don't. No, I said Forspoken is like a 7.5.
That's
8.
good.
You know,
There's nothing wrong
it's a
with
good
that.
game.
I'll take a listen. If you had a choice,
I didn't say I loved it. I don't love everything.
I'll take a 7.5 as a woman. Hell, I take it. Shit, you gotta get what you can get. Ain't nobody taking no 4s and no 3s up in this motherfucker.
The game, I didn't think it was great, but it was cool.
All right. Well, you know, hey, look, listen. Games are subjective. I listened for over a year on how people were telling me how Death Stranding was a boring walking simulator. And I find that out that you know, oh my man, shout out to Jim Ryan's PB. He said that he'll take a 3. His brother right here. Hey man, hey.
I'm talking about Death Stranding greatness.
Legendary.
I'm not the marketing and left, right, and center.
Listen.
Hook, line, and sinker.
Legendary. I'm not gonna say this again, Marlon Jr. PlayStation is not number 1 in gaming. Nintendo is. Enjoy second place. Thank you.
Right now, I'm having a nice little meal. Got a little bit of
what are you eating? Oh, I know what you're eating.
Of course, some creamy mashed potatoes, some and some pork chops.
Oh, well, that's your problem. Well, that's your problem. You're eating pork. Pork is the devil's meat.
He said that. Someone said creamy.
Some oxtail, some curry goat.
Nigga should have just said you're eating some jollof. No one would have said nothing.
I tried to sneak that in.
This show has gone off the rail. I can't wait for Levon to come
we
back.
did one topic, yo.
One. We did like 6.
That's 2 times. We did like 6.
We did like 6. Bro, we did Diablo.
Star Wars, the PS5
we did. Well, we did PS5. We did Defiant. We did Burning Shores. We did Diablo. We did Ghostwire. I mean, listen.
About the top stuff.
Yeah, but we didn't. Well, first of all, the Star Wars Jedi Survivor, that's a good talking topic, but nobody was interested in it. All right, let's actually. Anybody guys buying Star Wars?
Nobody interested in it?
Day one.
Day
one.
All right, so Ty's buying Star Wars day one. Pastor, what about you? Okay, no Pastor. Loki, you buying Star Wars day one?
No, it's not on Game Pass.
Deluxe edition for sure. We on that.
Now since you're so much into this damn topic, what's so good about Star Wars Jedi Survivor? Yeah, I'll let you take it. The deluxe edition. What are you getting this deluxe edition that I'm sure is over $100?
Not.
This one is pretty cheap actually.
What? Under $100 the deluxe edition? What the hell do you get?
It's like 90, I think. 80 or 90. I don't even know, but
90 and 100. What the hell is the difference?
If it's closer to 70, I'll get a deluxe because they may give you a little something extra at the beginning.
You know it ain't closer to 70. You on smack, bro. You know it ain't gonna be closer to 70.
No, I'm saying if the deluxe is close to 70, like if it's like 90, I consider that close to 70. Like $20, I'll get the deluxe for that. That's nothing.
I need something with a figure or something. Pastor, are you into the Star Wars game? Do you want it?
No, right now, there's only 2 games I'm looking forward to, and that is The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, and Starfield. That's the only 2 games I'm playing for the rest of the year. That will be enough games for me.
Good for you.
Yeah, that'll be enough games.
I mean, they are 2 long-ass games, so you know.
Yeah, you're gonna be now. If you guys take a look at the screen here. In the deluxe edition, it looks like the only thing you get here is exclusive new hero, cosmetic pack, and a galactic hero. Oh man, I don't know. Yeah. Well, I mean, I thought they would.
So what?
See, low key gave you the wrong answer, Ricky. I'm gonna give him the answer for you, low key. The reason why he buying that is because he beat games and Parker don't. That was our last topic of the day.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Parker ran up out of here. So we gonna have this discussion.
He was here.
Yeah, he ran up out of here because he knew we was gonna have this conversation. I'm glad you brought up buying expensive games, like $250 games and $180 games, and still ain't beat them and they 3 years old.
Oh man, shout out to Mac to Ricky. They dropping Ragnarok on Twitter ASAP. Oh man. So here's what
I'm getting Star Wars. It's already pre-ordered.
Yeah, we all playing that.
I'm surprised that y'all want to hear a topic. When is Sony
we still
show?
ain't even finished. We ain't even finished with this one. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, wow. All right. Well, now from what Levon, our producer of the month here, since Parker went on his hiatus,
producer of the year.
Now it says Star Wars Jedi Survivor is 44. Yeah, because my cap is out of control today. He said that Star Wars Survivor is 44 gigabytes on the Series XS as in Sam, and that the Xbox Series X is 140 gigs. Jesus Christ! What does it
tell you? Everything you need to know about the S, bro.
Fuck all that, bro. 104. I don't think 2K is 140 gigs.
The textures, man.
It's the textures, and it's an open world
game.
That game's not an open world game.
It's like
that's not an open world game.
It's pretty open world. Well, it's open areas, like from what I've seen, it's vast open areas.
Semi-open world.
Wow.
Like God of
Why
War.
is it so big? Jesus Christ.
The textures, man.
Just told you.
The textures.
2K is about 150.
Yeah, but
massive.
Yeah, but that's like a multiplayer game where you got like guys all over the place. You can have 10 different people playing on like one server at a time playing one game. This
game
here is just one guy. Like this is a one-player game.
Hey, look, I put it like this. If you worried about storage, then the game ain't for you, player.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think anybody's worried about the storage. You just wonder why it's so goddamn big. You know, kind of like the girls say when the Rick takes his pants down. Why is it so big? All I'm saying is that man, I'm out of control today.
It's the next generation.
Rick is definitely not in the house.
Avon, come back.
Ricky, you're not playing it?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, bro, I'm a Star Wars head. If you guys can see my man cave right now, I have about 20 grand in Star Wars memorabilia down here. I mean, you're talking, you know, an R2D2 1-to-1 cooler where you put beers and shit in. It looks just like him, but it's an actual, you know, cooler. Like, I'm a Star Wars head. That's what I am.
Did you beat the last one?
Of course. I bought it on day one. Of course. I love Star Wars. One of the best RPGs ever was those Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2. Those games were the shit, bro. And the fact part 2 was probably the best because I can be a Jedi, train everybody to be Jedi, or being a goddamn Sith and make everybody just angry. And then how when you turn to the dark side, how your face start looking like Darth Sidious. And all the rest, which is weird because guys like Count Dooku, when they went to the dark side, their face didn't change or anything. He didn't get those lizard eyes and stuff like Anakin would get.
He wasn't full dark side.
Oh, that's right. He was considered a dark Jedi. He's not considered a full blown. But see, this is why, you know what, Zilla, you might have a point. Maybe that's why Palpatine wanted to get rid of him. Because he still wanted, because remember, he was still plotting against him. Because he told Obi-Wan, he's like, look, if Qui-Gon Jinn was here, we can take this motherfucker Sidious death. Because he dropped dime and said, hey, what if I told you that the Senate is being run by a guy named Darth Sidious? So, yeah, Dooku was probably being a double agent. You know, and I think that's why Palpatine had his head cut off by Anakin. Which everybody, and this is what I could never understand. Yeah, you open the floodgates up. I'm a Star Wars dude. So I never understood in Star Wars why every time Anakin or Darth Vader fights Obi-Wan, he gets the best of him. When I sat here and watched Count Dooku, who's in Jedi years, like in that universe, he's supposed to be like now almost 100 years old. And he used to kick the shit out of Obi-Wan Kenobi all the time. Like every time.
It's because it's really simple. It's because when he fights Obi-Wan, he is not Darth Vader. He is Anakin.
Well, he was. Did you see the series when he just beat the shit out of him?
I did, but look at the light. They show the blue and red light. The blue and red light because
it's whenever he comes up with Obi-Wan, he becomes a kid again.
Yeah, he's like,
you know what I mean?
He's conflicted. He loves Obi-Wan.
You got a good point there. Levon said, was Count Dooku an anti-villain? I would think so, because he never was fully invested in the dark side. He wanted to Count Dooku was running side deals with the Viceroy and shit. So he was never really about this whole taking. Dooku just wanted to save his own hide, and I think he was honestly using Sidious And even though Sidious thought it was the other way around, he thought he was using Dooku. I don't think that's the case. Dooku was one of the guys that never wanted to listen to because think about it, as powerful as Count Dooku is, with his sword and with the knowledge of the Force, he was never on a Jedi Council. Never. So I think that lets you know right there that there was some issue. And Qui-Gon too. Those guys are powerful, and he trained Qui-Gon, by the way. So they probably figured, and Qui-Gon, what did Qui-Gon do? He went against the council, and he started saying, hey, we're going to train Anakin regardless. So maybe that's why it's easier to get to a guy like a Count Dooku who's already like, you know what, I don't believe in what they're saying. Because as powerful as he is, Dooku should have been, the number 3 guy around. If Mace is 2 and Yoda's 1, which Yoda couldn't even handle Count Dooku. He couldn't handle him. Dooku.
I got a question. Hold on, guys. I got one question. Didn't that dude promise him to get him some type of power to bring somebody back to life?
Yeah, that's what Palpatine promised Anakin. Kind of, but not actually. He told him that he knew a guy that knew how to do the power to bring people back. And he can read Anakin's emotions, that one of the things that would make him out of control was because he already lost his mom. That if he lost that girl, Padme, and he loves her, if he lost her, he knew that he would lose his shit. And he started killing.
Okay. So this the second part. So why the hell it been damn near 10 years of fact they took over and he still ain't learned his power and he's still serving him?
Bro, because the girl died. It was nothing to fight for. Yeah. She's done. She died. Yeah. Like once she died, a part of him died as well. So he had like basically all of the, how can I say, energy that he had where he really thought that he was going to make the galaxy peaceful and all of that shit that Palpatine told him what was going to happen. All of that shit went down the drain once Padme died. Once Padme died, he basically, part of him died too. Now the dude is walking around.
The same reason he didn't kill Luke.
Well, he
didn't want to kill Luke because he cared about him.
Well, that's what gave him new meaning of life when he found out he had kids, because he didn't know. Once he heard that there was a Skywalker in Star Wars at the beginning of Empire Strikes Back, which was the best movie out of all of them. That motherfucker.
Which one is that?
Empire Strikes Back. It was the real second one, but it's really episode 5.
5.
Yeah, so episode 5 is the best one out of all of them. And that's where Darth Vader finds out he had a kid. And he was like, that's why the first person, here's the thing. When they were trying to blow up the first Death Star, or whatever the hell they was doing, he felt that Luke was, he said, the Force is strong with this one. And then what, because he didn't know who he was, but he found out he was strong in the Force. And then when he found out he was a Skywalker, it was all over. He knew it was his kid. And that's when he was like, yeah, we got to get him. Because Obi-Wan was just using, they were all using Luke as a puppet. Hey, you got to fight the Sith and the Emperor and this and that. But they never really give you the reason. Like, why was the Emperor and the Sith so bad? They look fine to me. They got big-ass spaceships. Everybody's paying taxes. What's going on? So they can never really explain that shit about how bad they were. Why? Because they throw Force lightning? They killed a few people, but the Jedi kill people all the time. Got arms and shit off, all of that. So
yeah, but the Empire kills a lot of people.
Yeah, well, but here's the
thing. Billions of people.
Look, the Empire does kill people, but they give you a chance to join. If you don't, they give you the chance. They're like, look, you want to jump on board? The cruise ship's about to leave. Shout out to Agent Slugger. He says, always 2 Sith, Lord and his Padawan.
Correct.
But that was only correct after the Sith Academy and stuff fell in the Old Republic. Remember, they had Sith schools and stuff back then. The Sith, it was never just 2.
Made the rule of 2 a thing.
Yes, that was after because the Sith got wiped out. So, that's why they made it a rule of 2. And see, here's the problem with the Sith. They're always looking to one-up and take the master out and get his own Padawan and train him. That's kind of how they're built. Hey, listen, I'm gonna get rid of
Ricky.
Yes, sir.
Ricky, at the end of the day, we all know that Jim Ryan is the master Sith Lord. But here it is. I have to go. But it was wonderful. It was wonderful, guys. You guys keep well, And next week.
Yes, sir.
So you guys
we'll be on our regular time next week at 1:00. Thanks for coming through, Pastor.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, see, that's why That's one of the reasons why I didn't go over the Jedi topics, because then I'll go on and do a damn Star Wars rant for the next 45 minutes, because that was,
hey man, people like this shit, man.
That was my favorite shit, man. Star Wars.
Can I just say, let me just again answer your question. There's only 2 people in the universe of all Star Wars history that can beat Vader, and it's Luke and Obi-Wan, and that's just because he gives a shit.
But the reason why they beat him though is every time, if you fought a Darth Vader with all of his organic limbs, nobody would beat him.
No, it's not only the suit, actually, because Disney's changed a lot of the canon too. It's not.
Well, they're saying that the suit is make him itchy or something. That wasn't true.
No,
they added that in there.
No, the suit it causes him pain.
Yeah,
and that pain
he's in constant pain.
Strong.
That's why he has to be in the bulk to the what's the name tank. Is because of the Bacta tank. That's why he has to be in that tank.
Like if you remember in the show, he pretty much bodies Obi-Wan the first time around, and he has him dead to rights, but he don't kill him because he gives a shit about him. He don't want to kill Obi-Wan. Anakin doesn't want to kill Obi-Wan.
Well, I can't, man. Remember when he destroyed that fucking spaceship in the Obi-Wan series? That shit tried to take off. Yeah, that's like,
that was fire.
Hell yeah, I'm
that
like,
was fire.
That's
when I
the
saw
Darth
that,
Vader
I was
like.
I was like, oh yeah,
yes sir,
yeah,
that's
really
the Darth Vader. Dave, you gotta.
And then like,
I didn't watch the Obi-Wan. I watched Andor though. That was amazing.
Listen, low key, man. If you ever read the Star Wars book, the original books that Lucas put out, not the ones by Disney. Darth Vader is supposed to be so powerful that, like, I mean, the man can, like, he could literally, like, as powerfully as he can, like, destroy the Death Star by using the Force. He can crush it if he gets mad enough. He had more midi-chlorians than anybody. And that's just, he was false made. Basically, Lucas stole stories from the Bible when he made Darth Vader. Darth Vader is supposed to be like Jesus, where, he was like, remember the woman, the mother said there was no father, and that Darth Plagueis created him because he knew Palpatine was going to kill him. They took a lot, like even the scene from one of the Bible movies, I forget what it is. It's almost like the same scene where the Emperor and Anakin. And I'm like, yeah, he got a lot of that from the Bible. But yeah,
I heard that. Yeah, he used those.
Yeah, he definitely used those for influence. But yeah, if you ever let Darth Vader be Darth Vader, like I wish Darth Vader would be.
Yeah, nobody can beat.
Nobody can beat him. I wish they would let Darth Vader be in the video games like he is in these live action series. In the video games, like you can't touch the dude. He's impossible. Like my man, those games were good. Those what's the name games. Actually,
dude, even when he fought Luke in Return of the Jedi, like Luke just keeps telling him, like, I can sense the conflict, because that's the only reason Luke can beat him is because he's his son. If he was just random Jedi number 7, he'd have got smacked.
Yeah, shout out Agent Slugger says only a Skywalker can beat a Sith, or a Skywalker beat a Skywalker. Well, that's funny because Rey is really a Palpatine, I guess.
Oh my god!
But she's, I get it.
Let's not talk about that.
But she was raised by Skywalkers.
Somehow Palpatine's returned.
Well, listen.
Somehow Palpatine's returned.
7 wasn't bad, but I was, listen, bro. I almost lost my shit when I heard Palpatine was coming back. I thought we were gonna get the Emperor that did the corkscrew flip out the freaking chair. I was like, yeah, let him. But then I saw this dude hooked up to electronics. He's on a freaking what's the name? Life support. I said, oh man, that ain't Palpatine. Like, oh man, that ain't Palpatine. They did him dirty. But before we get up out of here, go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
No, I don't want to continue this story.
So before we get up out of here, we'll start with Badman. What you playing, brother? What are you going to continue to play? I know you was on Cyberpunk, right? You still on that?
Yeah. So I'm different between Cyberpunk and actually trying to get the platinum for Ghost. I'm just going through some games I need to finish before my Switch comes and Zelda drops. So I'll be playing Zelda over Star Wars. Nice. I'm sorry, I'm that guy.
How about you, Greatness? What you playing, brother?
Right now, I'm fooling with the Street Fighter 6 demo on PlayStation.
Oh, the demo's out?
Yeah, for PlayStation. It come out for everybody else on the 24th.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, go ahead, Sony. They always get these damn exclusive locked down.
But I'm probably going to be back and forth between consoles playing games until Star Wars drops.
All right, bye.
Because, I'm not a fraud,
Like who?
Like who? Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Oh, Legendary?
I know.
No. I'm talking about your beloved Colt Eastwoods and whatnot.
Oh man.
Don't you be talking about my cousin.
Oh,
he ain't did nothing to you.
Eastwood. Legendary. Oh man, what are you playing? I mean, I guess you only have a PlayStation. Sucks to be you. That's all you play.
Horizon, yeah.
Well, there's only one thing I'm playing since it has been released this week, and that is the Burning Shores DLC.
Oh, you mean that 81 mediocre? Never mind.
Well,
81.
Yeah, I'm absolutely loving that 81 mediocre.
Of course you are. But I expect you would love it if it was a 2D dog shit freaking side scroller.
Exact same way you love your 82 Metacritic Forza Horizon.
Actually, I didn't like that, but all right.
Okay, that's your partner. Well, many of the Xbox, they love it.
Shout out to Lavon. Force Unleashed was good, Avon.
I'm playing Burning Shores.
There's another game.
I'm playing Burning Shores best practical, demanding console exclusive.
Oh god, you're making me sick.
What are you talking about?
Shoot arrows 137 times at one thing. All right,
how is the guy who plays first person shooters talking to me about shoot arrows? How is the guy? Oh, let's stop this, Rich. Let's stop this. Please.
Run, slide, jump, circle around, shake your screen up, shoot, shake your screen up.
Since you got so much to say, Loki Poppy, what are you playing?
Legendary made a good point with the first person, so I just had to add a little.
Yeah, but what are you? What are you playing? What are you playing?
All right. So absolutely playing that Horizon. I know it said on the rundown. I believe there was an impressions that we never got to. So I'll just give a little rundown really quick. I like some of the new weapons that they have in there. Some of the new machines are very challenging, man. That like frog thing, whipping my ass. Damn. There's some new weapons in there that's really cool, especially with stuff that the flying stuff. So I thought that was fun.
Okay, you've been to the clouds yet?
I have been to the clouds. It looks amazing, man. And in the draw distance, you can tell, it's only next gen because you can see far out and you can see some of those machines flying in the sky.
He's listening to Mario.
I'm just saying what I'm doing the impression that we didn't really get to.
We didn't. Well, hold on. Hold on. Impression. We talked about the Metacritic score. In order to get an impression, you have to play it. Badman, did you play it? No.
Burning Shores?
Yeah, did you play it? Okay. I know Zilla didn't play it. God Tier Greatness didn't play it. Badman didn't play it. Only you and Legendary, the only ones that played it. I didn't get a chance to play it because I went to Six Flags. Well, I'm just saying, I can't give you an impression on something I didn't play. My impression was that it's an 81 Metacritic. So I talked about that. That's what my impression is. And apparently it was a B minus.
All right, let me finish up. That's fair. That's fair. Your impression was of the score and not the game. But in this case, it's fun. I got to the end of it last stream. If you can check out my stuff, I got to remotely the end. Obviously, play it.
How long roughly?
Once you're done playing the game, but
10 hours, I think.
I say I beeline most of the main stuff, and I say probably about 6 to 10 hours.
Solid.
If you want to beeline it, but there's still some side stuff I can still do. But I say about
how long is that DLC?
With everything,
about that.
6 to 10 hours
altogether.
6 to 10 hours.
Yeah,
that's not bad. I could knock that.
Probably get another 2. I could probably get another 2 hours out of doing the side missions and collecting and stuff. But yeah, I liked it, man. Some new weapons. Definitely check it out if you enjoyed the second one actually.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed both of them actually. Shout out to Thriller Ali, my brother. He's here. I didn't even see him today. Yeah. So
and lastly, I'll just say I'm gonna be playing a little the Chia, and I want to try out the PS5 Lost Legacy. I never got to do that. Now that it's on Plus, I'll try that out until Star Wars come out. So I'm just gonna be jumping around, checking out some stuff.
As you should.
Is anyone else playing Dead Island? No, only me.
I want that game, but I'm gonna wait. I want to wait on the sale.
Godzilla. So you're playing Dead Island 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
I remember Dead Island 1 came out as games for gold for free like years ago.
Godzilla, you playing Dead Island on PC?
No.
You playing on Xbox?
Mm-hmm.
Really? Is that the definitive edition? Because
no.
From what I hear from the Digital Foundry.
Oh Lord, here we go.
He
only likes Digital Foundry because one of those guys up there is English.
I told you today I was.
They're all English. What sort are you talking about? They're all English.
No, not that guy with those rabbit teeth. I don't think he's.
Ricky,
do you get a discount or something, Rich?
Yeah, Ricky,
one guy's German.
No.
Ricky, I just
I had a bunch of Microsoft points and shit. So.
Okay. Oh, okay. What's the points, right? The points I made you buy it.
Oh, look at Legendary ready to cap. He couldn't wait.
Listen.
No,
I'm not coming on here like Sony guys saying that it's the best fucking game I ever played.
I'm an Xbox guy. Man.
Yeah, but you was insinuating that Ridge was about to cap though, Legendary. You think so? Is it the definitive edition? Is it the definitive edition? You ready to get out of this dude? I know what you're trying to do.
You cap for months on here.
What are you talking? I didn't cap it. Everything I said was the truth today. What do you mean?
Man, the first 30 minutes, you was going crazy.
I was mad because you guys was hanging on what Jeff Scrub said, who's never bought a game in his life, who's a Nintendo freaking shill, who sits there on that show with that fat guy who can tell never left his mother's house.
Yeah, Jeff Grubb, he got a serious L with that one.
Yeah, he played himself, bro.
Bingo just announced they're hiring 150 more people, for a studio that is dropping nothing but duds. 150 people.
Yeah, bro, he played himself.
He can't be hiring people.
That doesn't mean anything.
One don't have nothing to do with the other.
Yeah, it's all backed by Microsoft.
And he just, look at this. Legendary just can't help himself. He is the
No, Ricky, I told you for months.
God damn, somebody rattling their mic.
Yeah, somebody. You know what happened? He kept capping. His ass done fell out of his chair. That's what he
did. That was bad, man.
Yeah, man. Move my mic out of my face.
No, I've been biding my time, Rick. Just waiting for the perfect day to just.
First of all, you ain't never bit your tongue. You English guys think you're better than us Americans. So you Yankees don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I know what you're saying to me. That's all right. So Levon says, remember the Switch Pro rumor with Jeff Grubb. Yes, Levon. Jeff Grubb is the worst. The only thing he's ever gotten right is some shows and the fact that Kojima was working on an Xbox game.
He got Metroid Prime right.
Yeah, but hell, my grandmother knows that, and she's dead.
Credible, bro. You don't get everything every time, but I mean, he has credible sources.
The snitch does.
Oh man.
Well, in this
instance, YouTube back end.
In this instance, he got fucking bodied.
Yeah.
He got bodied.
He was gone for like 2 months.
Yeah, Aaron Greenberg came out and slapped him. Boom.
He's back.
Aaron Greenberg also was saying we ain't gonna be playing 30 no more.
That ain't what he said.
Oh, tough that shit, Zilla. Get him.
That ain't what he said. They said the console standard output is 60 FPS. Do you know what that means?
That doesn't mean you're not gonna get 30.
I want to hear this. Let me hear this.
Hold on. Do you know what that means? What my TV standard output is 60 FPS.
Oh my god! Why you got to deal with the semantics? Why he can't just tell us something and we believe what the hell he says?
The console standard output is 60 FPS. That's what it means.
He just broke your leg.
So why are we dealing with subpar titles then? That aren't.
I don't know. How come every movie I ever buy is 24 FPS, but my TV standard output is 60 FPS.
They look like movies, then I wouldn't complain as much.
Talk that ish, Godzilla.
You know there's a reason why certain movies are in that frame rate.
Ty Kid says,
G
said 60 FPS
what I'm telling you is just because
disingenuous.
the console standard output, that means the menus, the store, the console itself is always in 60 FPS. That's what it means. Bro. Did he say video game standard output is 60 FPS? No, I don't think that's what he said. The console standard output.
These guys are answering like politicians. All right, okay.
Yeah, that was smooth as hell.
They on their FTC shit right
now.
Bro,
that was smooth. Yo,
facts.
Godzilla, that was smooth as hell, bro.
Why y'all hating on bro telling y'all what it mean and y'all don't like the definition. So we finna let y'all know right now. Tell him, Rich.
That was awesome.
That's what it means.
He ain't lying.
My TV's standard output is 60 FPS, but every movie and TV show I've ever watched in my life is sub 60.
Y'all think he lying? Ask Google.
You don't watch
Google. Pull up Google right now.
Somebody has to call these niggas.
Do you get some blue checks from the Phil Spencer?
Somebody has to call.
Listen.
Somebody has to call.
I'm sorry y'all don't understand technology and what things mean, but it is what it is.
Somebody has to call these niggas.
I don't believe him or you.
Somebody has to call these niggas out.
Real. Angry make a straight up liar, bro.
Rich, do you think Sony paid Tango GameWorks like for parity clause for?
I think they've paid other studios. Yeah.
Oh, do you think they paid
Tango? I don't know.
Oh, okay, you don't know, even though Xbox has owned them for a year, right? And they had a year to optimize. Okay, cool.
Hold on. That game was made and contracted with Sony before they even bought them.
I'm sure. And guess what? After a year later, even after the acquisition.
So if in that contract it does say parity, then what?
And guess what as well? Sony also paid the developer of Dead Island.
You won't have the contract still.
I mean, that's what you do when you buy a company. It's not like you can just say, fuck you in your contract.
Those contracts they get adjusted.
No. Remember last year when we actually saw the contract that says it was only for 1 year? So after a year, the contract has ended, and another year later, it still runs better on the PS5. But
hold on.
That's my fault.
Did you read the contract?
Did you read the contract?
No, I'm just asking. Did you read it?
How you gonna answer this question with a question? He asked you, did you read the contract?
Neither one of them read the contract.
Exactly. I'm like, you didn't read it, so I don't know why you're asking. Rage is okay.
I'm asking because I already agreed with you. I think it's fucked up, but I don't know. Maybe in the contract it does say parity. I don't know.
So let me guess. For Resident Evil, Dead Island,
it did come out with the CMA that they pay for this type of thing. So I don't know. They do it.
Wait. He came out. Wait. Repeat that again. He came out from the CMA that Sony paid for parity clause. Is that what you're saying?
They pay for things like Digital Foundry and stuff like that.
So, whoa. So you're saying that doesn't happen?
No.
Did he come? That was for Horizon.
No, did he come up from?
And before you say Resident Evil said looked and ran better on Xbox.
No, it didn't. But they did.
Yes, it did. Then they did an update, and then suddenly it runs worse.
Yes,
that shit made no sense.
Rich, the reason why is because Resident Evil was not running at a stable frame rate, so they had to lower the resolution, like it happens on PC all the time. Oh, game set match. Oh, interesting.
Is that what you think is game set match?
Rich.
Yeah, he does, Rich. He thinks that. He does.
Is that what you think? All right.
If you think
Rick trying to gaslight.
I know. If you really think that Resident Evil, you can go back and look at it yourself. Resident Evil was not running at a stable 60 frames per second, lower the resolution, and it's not running at
it ran at a stable 60 frames per second on Xbox.
What are you talking about, Rich? The evidence is literally right there on video.
Ladies and gentlemen,
you're right, but the Xbox had VRR, the PS5 did not.
Rich.
So it ran at a stable 60 FPS on Xbox. It did not on PlayStation. It's in the first video. Digital Foundry covered this.
Rich, not everyone has
GG.
VRR. Not everyone has VRR, so please stop.
That's not my fucking problem. I don't give a fuck. I got VRR. Fuck them.
This is factual. So it ran at 61 frames on my TV. 61.
Yeah, so wait, you ran on 60 on my TV, so that means the general public runs at 60 frames. Oh my goodness.
All I know is when it came out, it looked better on Xbox, it ran better on Xbox, and that's the fact.
Yo, Rich, you can't, I don't know what Phil is paying you, but guess what? I want some of that. Seriously,
hold on. Would y'all like to watch the entirety of the video so I can hand you an L? You want to bet $50?
Wait, Rich. What are we betting?
$50?
Wait, one sec. What are we betting? Wait.
$50 that it ran and looked better on Xbox.
Is that what we're saying? That it ran at a stable 60 frames per second before the update?
With VRR, it did.
No. Wait. Don't come here. You see what you did? Nice try. Are you telling me on the frame time graph, Xbox Series X is running at a stable 60 frames per second before the updates?
No.
Okay, there we go.
With VRR, it did.
Why it got updated?
He did say that like 3 times. He don't give a damn who don't got it.
It's Godzilla is surgically destroying this dude.
Yeah.
Stop.
I have a question.
There's a reason why it's adding VRR in there.
Yes, sir. Hold on. Let the man greatness.
Most people don't have VRR TVs.
That ain't my fucking problem.
He said that 4 times now.
He said that 4 times. TVs being standard 60 on all the TVs, every them do them. That shit don't happen on most TVs. The thing that you're talking about right now.
Actually, there hasn't been a TV that didn't have a standard 60 FPS output in like 10 fucking years that's come out. So,
Next. I bought like 3 TVs from Walmart, all on 60.
This guy, I don't know what Phil pays this guy. I want some of that.
It hurts. Listen, hold your L with some dignity.
Standard in the game. It's not standard on TVs.
You know that
it is standard on TVs. Every TV you fucking buy is
VRR
FPS standard.
VRR fool. Stay on topic.
VRR, stay on topic.
All right, do you have VRR on your TV?
No, I don't.
Well, that sucks for you.
This is 6 times saying it.
No.
He done said it 6 times already.
Come on, man.
Gaming is a selfish hobby. I'm sorry. Do you have a 4080?
No, Ty.
No, you don't. I can play the game at 240 FPS. Can you? No. But should I be punished because you can't?
So let me get this straight, Rich.
The people that don't have it are being punished.
By your own insane logic, by your own crazy logic, right?
Somebody has to
by your
call
own logic,
these
right?
niggas
If a game runs fine on my console, or if my console doesn't have any sort of faulty defect, that means if it's affecting the general public, it doesn't exist because it doesn't.
What I'm telling you is these next gen consoles.
No.
Go ahead, keep going. Go on.
Learn. Okay. By your logic, if my console doesn't break like the PS5 in the early days, the general public, some of them were having issues. So just because it wasn't affecting me, and it was affecting the general public, that means, guess what? The PS5 wasn't having issues.
Finish him.
Facts.
I think that's a little overstated about the PS5 having issues.
Rich,
if it was on that widespread of a level,
no, Rich,
there would have been a statement about it. So, of course, hold on, can I finish?
Go ahead.
Let me know when I can finish.
No, go ahead.
All right, thank you. So I think the whole PS5 coming out having issues is a little bit of an overstatement. Yeah, I'm sure there were consoles with statements, but there's the same thing with iPhones, Switches, Xboxes. When new technology comes out, shit don't work sometimes. People are getting this VR headset and the fucking controller don't work, or one of the eyes don't work. Shit happens, right? Now, what I'm telling you is the console supports VRR. Now, I'm sorry that PlayStation came out with some bootleg ass VRR and it didn't fucking work on Resident Evil. That ain't besides the point. That ain't besides the point because Xbox supports VRR. So if you couldn't handle 60 FPS and my Xbox was running it fine with VRR, that's your fucking problem.
You realize that it needs a TV in order to work, right?
I have that TV and 2 monitors.
Me too.
Again, you don't focus on questions. Again, I will repeat. You have VR, the general public doesn't. Not everyone has VR. Yeah. You cannot then tell me, just because if you're in the 20%, if you're in the 20% pool of gamers who have VR and the 80% doesn't, that means, guess what? It's not affecting me. So guess what? It doesn't affect anything. No, that's not how things work.
80% is affecting the general public.
Exactly. If it's affecting the general public, that
gaming is a selfish hobby. I don't give a fuck what somebody else is running. Can I play the game at 60 FPS?
Xbox should care about that shit.
Help me.
Can I play
Oh, Rick, they do. You got VR. He's literally telling you. You have VR.
Exactly. But the majority don't have it, so make sure your game is not tearing.
It's a feature on the console.
This is where we're going. Hold on. Let me say this. Hold on. No, that's not what it's for. That's not what it's for. The only reason Spider-Man is able to hit 120, which it doesn't, it only gets to about 90, is with VRR. So try again.
That's not something that most people playing. Most people playing that game at like 60 regular TVs.
Hold on. Let me finish this. So if that's what we're doing and this is the route we're going, why do we buy games on next gen consoles? All games should be cross gen because there's only so many people with next gen consoles, and we gotta think about the general public.
That is not what we're talking about.
I think this is a excellent argument.
We literally ask you a simple question. If you watch the Resident Evil analysis, the Series X is dropping frames before the update. You can literally see that factually on the time graph.
Unless you have VRR.
Oh my god!
Exactly, and most people don't have the capability. Period. Point blank.
Oh, they run all the new television. If you don't have
most people
VRR, how
that
old
have
is your television?
Xboxes are going to be affected by this.
People don't have PlayStation 5, so Burning Shores should have been on PS4, right?
Oh my god! This guy.
Why are you making a argument that's
it's like y'all jumping him. Y'all literally going around what he's saying.
No.
He said that it runs better. He told y'all why, and then y'all still trying to go against him.
And we're saying why though.
Returnal should have came out on PS4 because not everybody has a PS5, right?
Literally, he's arguing for a feature, so equivalent of that is on PC. If I could run a game at a certain frame rate and the general population can't, I can't make that. I could literally make a statement saying,
"So, you're shaming him for being a PC guy, then?" Like,
no.
Wait. No. Let me say this. How is it disingenuous? 100%. You're literally saying, "Oh, well, most people don't have it." You're saying most people don't have it, so it shouldn't be okay. But then you say, "I want console exclusives on my PS5, even though most people don't have it. They have PS4."
We literally said
VRR.
The people who have this console.
Oh, okay.
The people who have this console do not have VR. That's literally what we said. The people who have this console do not have VR. Most of them don't. So you're pointing out like I do. So guess what? It's fine for people. For the general masses, I don't care. That makes no sense. Absolutely 0 sense.
But that doesn't take the way that it runs and plays better if it has it. That still doesn't take away from that.
That's not exactly, but that's not what we would
exactly. But you literally have digital.
Jim's Ryan's 3-inch PP made an interesting comment in the chat. He says, "If you don't have VRR, you probably don't care about frames per second."
What?
Think about that.
That's not true.
First of all, let me tell you this: if you don't have VRR,
60 hertz.
Listen, if you don't have VRR,
you can still play 60 frames.
Can I finish, Loki? If you don't have VRR, how old is your television?
No, because Ricky, I bought a TV in 2020.
Maybe like 2-3 years ago.
Ricky,
I have bought 3 TVs in the last 3 years, and they've all have VRR.
How much are you spending on your TVs though? Nobody's spending $2,000, $3,000 on TVs like that.
Wait, hold on.
Holy crap,
Ricky, you are Ricky, you are literally falling into their trap. Their argument is terrible. Again, let's listen to their argument in plain fucking English. His argument is most people don't have. Hold on. Can I finish? His argument is most people have VRR. Most people don't have VRR. Therefore, we can't use it as an argument because most people don't have it.
That's not what we said.
So again,
Jesus Christ, this guy. This is
why I said don't say my point because you're making shit up.
Okay. What's the point then?
Okay, this is why sometimes people from England clown to people from America because I can't believe I'm.
Hey, listen, my country saved your country twice, so show a little respect.
Wait 1 second. Do you know the reason why you even?
Yo, listen, Ty. Well, hold on. Legendary Ty Kid said he spent $550 on his TV and he's got VRR.
No. So Ricky is equivalent of me saying most people in the public, like general public, the general masses, know about frames per second. They don't.
No, they don't. They don't. I tell you, they don't. They do not.
I know about frames per second, and I'm going, well, general public. No, they don't. So if we're talking about gaming, I'm like, yeah, most people. I would say the blackest statement. Most people don't know about frames per second, but someone else will go, well, I know about frames per second. I'm like, yes, but you're not the entire mass. The entire masses do not know about frames per second. Stop making that argument. It's just a dumb argument to make. It's so simple. The same way how you just made the argument, well, my people saved. I'm like, what are you talking about? The reason why you exist is because of England. What we doing here? Like, this is such a dumb argument.
I hear you. I hear you.
You're just upset that it ran worse on PS5.
No, Rich, honestly, it's like trying to debate with this. Like, literally, I'm losing brain cells. It's so simple. Most people do not care about frames per second. The general masses doesn't. So me saying everyone cares about frames per second does not make sense because to
conclude this battle royale, I would say this. Here's what I will say. You are right. Most people don't know about frames, but the diehards do. The hardcores. The guy. Everybody in this panel all care about frames.
Yes.
Those are the people that care about frames. You know,
Yes.
little kids, little 12 and 13-year-olds playing their video game console that their parents bought them can give a shit about frames. And I speak on that because I have 3 of these little bastards in my household. And my kids couldn't tell you. If I told my kid, son, how many frames has it had? He'll go into our living room and count the frames on the wall of the family pictures. He wouldn't know what the fuck is going on. Like that, you know, that's just what it is. I mean, frames is for the diehards. And think about this. And I hate to beat a dead horse with this whole Redfall shit. If it wasn't for Digital Foundry or some shit like that, nobody would give a fuck because those guys, I don't own, listen, as much money as I have, I don't have a machine to tell me how many frames is a game on a fucking screen. I can't fucking tell you. I can't do it.
You can tell what a game is choppy and what's smooth.
I can tell if there's like I can tell, bro. The only slowdown
is choppy.
I can tell if it's choppy if there's like a bunch of shit on the screen. But yeah, but I don't know the number, Loki. I can say okay, it's choppy, but I can't say
the number, but you know the feeling.
Okay, I know, but Loki, I can't look at a choppy screen and say, oh, by the way, Loki, that dropped 17 frames. I don't fucking know. I just know that it was
it was a part of the game like how other games run good.
Exactly.
This game ain't running.
And if something happens like that, it's for what? A few seconds? It doesn't happen for 10 minutes. So I don't understand that shit.
Depending on the game.
Like you said,
on the game, but
I could tell frames per second, but
you're gonna feel that mostly on like a competitive game, like if you're playing like a shooter or something like that.
I know that from Horizon. I know that from Horizon, God of War, just any game.
Well, like like when I had like a boss fight, like a big boss fight, sometime in some games, you can see like it slow down, it gets choppy and shit when the movements are like going all over the place. If it's going fast, I've seen that. But I mean, I get it. I call it choppy. I don't call it frame dropping. Like I don't fucking know what it is. I mean, I just know that it's not supposed to do that. Yeah, I mean, I just listen, bro. I just play video games. I've been playing them for damn near 40 years. And this is 30 FPS, this is 60 FPS. That don't mean nothing to me. And because I don't care. Like, bro, I got all these monitors and all this other bullshit. I don't give a fuck. If the game is good, I'm gonna play it. It doesn't matter what the frames are. I guess unless you're competitive. I hear there's a lot of guys in here like a Godzilla. I know he plays a lot of competitive stuff. He's the only one I know. I know Loki plays a little bit of everything, but Godzilla comes in, you know, pulling his cock out about how he's good in these shooting games. So I'm guessing that like frames would matter to him. But for a guy like me,
getting washed.
But a guy like me who just plays freaking, you know, mostly RPGs and, you know, MLB The Show, frames ain't gonna really matter to me. I don't give a shit. I mean,
if MLB was 30, you would.
Yeah, but I could tell when the game is choppy. I could tell.
Yeah. Now listen, you're from England. Do I expect you to say anything else? I mean, you guys know everything, right? Come on.
No, we don't know.
And it's the experience.
No, it's just literally like when you could tell by the movement, like it's so choppy and blocky. It's like I need a smoother experience.
Ricky, go play Gears 5. Play it for like 10 minutes at 120 FPS, and then load up like Gotham Knights. That's locked at 30, or go load up a game that's locked at 30, like an old 360 game or something. You'll notice immediately.
Yeah, immediately. I'm being serious. Ricky, trust me, once you go to 60 frames and you can now tell, you can't go back. I was in the same boat, like, was it like 2017, 2018? I didn't know why PC guys were always complaining about 60 frames. The moment, like, this generation kicked off, and I started playing games on 60 frames, I'm like, oh my God, I can't go back. I can't do it.
The thing is you're constantly chasing a dragon. Like if I sit there and play Halo for 10 hours or something for a couple days, I don't play anything else but Halo. I play at 240 FPS. When I loaded up Dead Island 2, it's at 60. That shit made me feel sick.
And that's why
that's funny. Like I'm actually, you guys have me intrigued here now because I'm gonna try it, bro. Listen. I got a big ass 8K TV, and I can't tell the fucking difference. Levon Parker did come on for like 5 minutes, but his cap wasn't enough. Legendary took all his cap out of him. We already had one PlayStation guy capping, so Parker didn't fit in. We put that thing on the bench, so I don't know what happened. Jim Ryan,
hold on, real quick. PlayStation dudes capping today, man. If you wanna see like the difference, pay attention. Like in Gears, pay attention to like the effects, the sparks, smoke, shit like that. Like that shit is gonna look different, visibly look different at higher frame rates.
You know what? Here's what I think, and I might be wrong here. I think I would notice the difference if I played on a smaller screen. As opposed to the big one.
How big is your screen?
It's actually
85 inches.
Okay, I got 75. Well, I could definitely tell the difference, but maybe 85 is like. But I'm telling you, Ricky, trust me.
I don't like that. One of the reasons why I got this monitor, not just the game on my PC, is because I'm tired of having to turn my head when I'm playing a first-person shooter, because that's getting me killed. When if I could just look straight ahead from a monitor, I think, playing competitively on a shooter is definitely better. When you're playing on a big ass 85-inch TV, that's only good for like sports games like, 100%. Madden or some shit where you can see the field. But if you're playing I can't play. That's one of the reasons why I didn't play.
Fighters or shooters, play it on a monitor.
Yes.
Fighters or shooters, play on a monitor.
Yes, it's too much to look at.
Be on your big ass stupid TV. Like, yeah, it looks good, but that shit's just gonna get you bopped.
Yeah, it is. And that's one of the reasons why, I say, you know what? Maybe this 85-inch ain't for me. I mean, it's good for the family to watch movies, but it's not good to game on.
Yeah, that's not a game, man.
No, it's not. It's not. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I just bought that 77-inch OLED for upstairs. I don't think that's a good TV to game on. That's too big. Like it takes up the whole space over the fireplace, and I'm like, why would I want to game on this? Like
if you're playing God of War, that'd be fun.
Yeah,
but if
exactly.
you're playing like Call of Duty, if you're playing Warzone, if you're playing Street Fighter, you don't want to be on that big ass TV.
Yeah, well, even like God of War, I play God of War. Like,
all right, so Jim Ryan's 3-inch. You know what? He's saying that he plays on a 55. Do you guys think 55 is like the medium where you want to be?
No, that's too big.
Yeah,
that's too big too, huh?
People say that's too big. That's what I play on mostly.
I'm on a 27-inch.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the thing is, with TVs, you don't get the response time a monitor does.
No, you do not. A monitor is built basically for gaming. Yeah, you're right.
Like you will that 1 millisecond response time. Like if I play something on a TV, I can feel the input.
I'm gonna try that, Mac.
My OLED got it 1
That's why I
second.
don't be playing as good, Rich, because I be on the TV.
Rich, I guess that's the thing, right? It's just like no matter what, it's not going to be enough. Like at first it's 60 frames, then this response time, there's going to be something else. It's like Nvidia's got that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what people don't understand. Like, dude, you're chasing a dragon. Like, it's literally, it can't be caught. This whole 60 FPS standard on these consoles, you can't catch it. PC can't catch it. This is why you constantly have to upgrade your PC, because if you want 60 FPS max settings, you're going to constantly have to upgrade. Same with the consoles. If you want a 60 FPS standard on consoles, you're going to need a Pro. You're going to need an Xbox Series XX or whatever the fuck.
Now, what also helps you too, I think, if you play on
chasing the dragon constantly.
Like now, my PC isn't hooked up yet. Hell, one of them's not even here. But when I play, you got to play wired, right? You don't play wireless on a PC with a controller.
I don't play wireless on the console either. I plug in my controller.
Yeah, because see, Godzilla's one of the motherfucking pro try-hard motherfuckers. Yeah, because I see motherfuckers like him. Like they basically have a monitor in front of them and 2 walls on the side of them. They don't want no distractions. And
it's the input delay. You can feel it. Like once you play at 1 millisecond response time on a monitor,
that's a big difference between saying you pulled the trigger and you didn't.
Yeah, and then on a TV is usually like 8 is like the lowest I've seen a TV get, or 12, somewhere in there, 8 and 12. You feel it instantly. Like you just know, especially in fighters. You'll notice.
Yeah. Well, that's why I'm getting Street Fighter 6 for the P. I pre-ordered that Ori stick, but I'm gonna get Street Fighter 6 on PC because I'm gonna play like you just said. Yeah, they got a stick. It's on Amazon right now. Yeah, it's on Amazon right. It's like $250.
Is it a Street Fighter 5 bundle type thing?
Nah, it's just a Street Fighter 6 Ori controller. It's like with the pads and shit. Yeah.
Let me see.
Bro, I like it because I can play on my desk, and I could turn my desk into a stand-up desk. It's like being at the arcade again.
Or the stick?
It's the stick. It's the Ori stick, not a controller. But I'm talking motherfucking 1989 motherfucking arcade stick, bro.
Hell yeah, I want that shit. Hold on.
Yeah, matter of fact, yeah, they have it there. Let's see, they have that shit. Somebody in the Discord dropped the link, and I pre-ordered it.
Yeah, I'm getting that shit for sure. I'm gonna get it right now. Pre-order. Boom.
Well, doesn't Nvidia have like a response time like feature?
Yeah, it's called Nvidia Reflex. You can increase the response time. So I'm already on 1 millisecond response time. But NVIDIA Reflex, like you only want to use that if you turn on DLSS, because DLSS increases response time, and then NVIDIA Reflex brings it back down.
They got it for right here. I got it on the screen. It's 229.
Yeah, I'm looking at 229.
Yep, 229. Yeah, that shit's fire, bro.
Hell yeah.
Look at that shit.
You know if it works on PC?
It works on PC and PlayStation.
Grabbing this shit for sure.
Yep, it's for PC and PlayStation. It's not for Xbox. So, you know.
I got one of those.
They had like a Street Fighter 6 bundle, man, where like a tournament edition or some shit. I'd buy that shit.
Oh yeah. Well,
why? You only gonna get what? You gonna get washed. So why?
I will destroy you
There we
in
go.
fight, dog.
Not scared of you, man.
You don't want this, dog.
everybody, we've almost 3 hours at this. We got to go.
Maybe I do want that smoke, Rich. Maybe I do want that smoke.
Oh man,
You
Godzilla
don't
wants
want
smoke,
this, bro.
I don't know what he wants.
I got God body lungs. I want
I am the
smoke.
best, the greatest, the GOAT.
We
Until-
shall
until you
see.
get watched by
Do
me.
it. Everybody that came out, hit the like button. I appreciate y'all coming through. We had a good show. I'm glad Ridge showed up.
Fun show.
You know, Loki showed
Fun
up. They tolerated my cap, and hey, I'm sorry, I had to do it. My back was against the wall. All I had was bad Xbox news. I can't let my company go down like that. So hey, listen, that's what I got to do. Get to the chopper. That's what I had to do.
Protecting his stocks.
This fucking ponies
stocks.
tried to hurt me. But, you know, hey, that's what it is. You know what? I survived. And hopefully we'll have some good Xbox news because I can't survive another show like this getting a headache. My God. It is too much fight. I mean, I can't fight all day, man.
Oh, that shit is terrible that they allow their own games to run back.
Yeah, bro. Like, man, I can't. Yo, it's like trying to defend a cheating wife. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, what are you gonna do? I just wasn't giving her enough attention. Like, no, that doesn't work. You know, we can't do that here. But look, I'm still an Xbox dude. Nothing ain't a goddamn thing that they can do to stop me from being an Xbox guy. I'm always gonna be an Xbox dude. It is what it is. Now, look, I'm just not gonna damage control this shit. I ain't gonna pull a Colt Eastwood and get caught with my pants down. Nah, we ain't doing that.
I'm talking about my cousin.
You know, yeah. So it is what it is.
You might want to make him first remove.
Yeah, for real. Like, yeah, Colt shouldn't have made that video. I think that, you know, the video just made it worse. I don't think that it made it better. But
my grandma already slapped him. He know what's good. He gonna make stuff better. Leave him alone.
So that's what that was. I want to thank everybody that came through. Hit the like button, subscribe if you are not. And we're gonna do it all over again next Saturday. It'd be fun. You know what? I want to do a show where Legendary and Parker are on the panel at the same time. It will be so much, but I need Ridge to be here though. Because I need an Xbox, dude, because that's just too much. Ty, I don't think you got enough cap in you, Ty, to handle Parker and Legendary and Loki. You know,
first of all, I already knocked Parker the fuck out already. That man ain't came back for argument yet.
But
maybe Legendary.
Yeah, about to say
Legendary.
Legendary's cap is massive. Pause. It is. I have never seen cap like this before. Like, and you know what? You know what makes his cap distinct? It's the fucking accent, bro. That accent with that cap is just. It's like Jim Ryan is in the goddamn panel. It's too much.
No, I told you today. Today's gonna be. I'm not gonna be reasonable.
You were not reasonable. Like, you gave me a headache. Like, yo, this guy is freaking. Oh man, but Ridge did drag you through the back alley a little bit.
Oh man,
yeah,
he did, man.
Yeah, Ridge fucked you up. Thank God for Ridge. Ridge hit you with a bottle and stepped on your neck and kept going. And I was like, yeah, here we go.
A little bit sometimes.
Yeah, he did. Like, listen, here's one thing you can't do with Ridge. Talk that PC shit. You can't fuck with him. He lives the life. He lives that PC life. I know Parker say he play on PC. It is. You can't fuck with Ridge.
I would have 2080.
PC shit.
I would have 2080.
Nah, you ain't fucking with Ridge with that PC shit. And the fact that Ridge has known to body people and fighting and shooting games. What are you gonna say to him? Hang in there, fella. What are you gonna say to him?
6 Ridge. I'm gonna put an end to that shit.
Ain't nothing you gonna say to him. So I mean, hey, that's just what it was. But again, I know I said this like 13 other times. Thank y'all for coming through. We got to get it. Well, I got to get the fuck up out of here. I got to take my son to the mall and get him some cleats because I had my poor baby playing in some cleats that was too small for him. Bad dad. I didn't know. I didn't have him try them on before. I thought we could
Try
just
to get him bunions.
I tried to get him to use the cleats from last year, bro. I was like, "Hey, Pudge, just put those ones on."
Man.
Yeah, and he was like, "Daddy, my feet
hell
hurt."
no.
I said, "Oh shit." I said, "Let me go get my baby some cleats." So
Yeah, man.
So let me go.
Get his puppies right.
Yeah. But he's playing that damn Smash Brothers, so I got to pull him away from that damn Nintendo. So.
Where's the Xbox Series X fight stick, Doug?
Well,
they got fight
They
sticks.
got one. It's for Tekken though. I got the Tekken 7 version of it. It's white. I have
that Hori, or how do you say Hori?
Yes,
they got
stick.
one for that one too.
Oh, they got an Ori sticks where you can program like the Hadoukens and all of that shit in there, bro. You just tap a button.
Man, don't be no cheater, Doug.
I'm just saying they have it. Like, I mean, to me,
you know what type of time he on.
Well, here's no. Here's the
I might
problem.
need that shit.
That is really honestly that slows you down if you want to hit a Hadouken. It only works for like finishing moves for Mortal Kombat. Like when you can program the finishing move where you just get the distance right, and you just press the one button, like one button finishers. That's good for that. But why?
You get fatality tokens for that.
Yeah, but if you have this stick, bro, you can program the stick to give you the fatality with one button. Like you don't have to
you can earn those easy fatality tokens, man. Like that's
the
really
only thing. That's the only thing I always hated about Mortal Kombat. It was like learning to forward, down, forward, high kick, and then you try to do it, and you got to go up to the person, jump back one distance, or sweep this. I'm like, man, fuck this. So that shit used to just drive me nuts, man.
You just ain't got it like that, Rick.
Oh, man, listen, I haven't played Mortal Kombat. I'm getting, huh?
A hitbox?
What?
Oh, hitbox. That's a fighting game term. Hitbox.
No, that's a Oh,
that's
a box.
That's a stickless
fight stick.
That's a stickless. It's no stick. It's just like Rose plays with it.
It's like 4 or 5 buttons.
Yeah.
It's fucking cheating. It's fucking cheating.
Oh shit! I can't wait. Wow, I can't. Yo, I didn't know that.
Tournaments.
Yeah, Hori makes those too. I think.
Yeah, he does. All right, John. Thanks for coming.